Meet the teams now, brought to you by Ford, a proud sponsor of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years. Team McEwen, they are all alone in first place. They curl under the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg. And the Cooey team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, the 2010 Canadian and World Champions. Mike McEwen won the draw to the button, so he will have the last rock here in this opening into play. Playing the Red Stones. Moves out, taps center line 8 foot, and to get us underway, the lead, Nolan Thiessen.
That's also an unusual number for us to see, and that's Nolan at the bottom of the leads. Now, all of the leads are actually playing pretty well. That number isn't terrible in of itself. Just to see him come last, because normally he's another one of those leads that we always see. Wherever the skip pats the ice, that's usually where the rock goes.
The whole team's second last, and that's another stat that's, this is the hottest team in the world right now, and won the Canadian and World Championship 2 years ago, and it's a little bit baffling. It's probably the story of the week on the negative side. On the positive side, an undefeated team that's playing really well, and the points back it up, don't they, Linda?
They certainly have had all aspects of the game under control. The ice has been a little tricky, especially day one, so some of the numbers to start were a little lower. The interesting thing is that someone like Mike McEwen and Jeff Stoughton have been able to maintain draw weight consistency over that period, and many players have not.
Kathy Gauthier joining us as always. Kathy?
Well, it's interesting, Linda. You talked about a change in game plan. That's exactly what Kevin said he'd like to do before the game. He knows Mike McEwen has not had the difficulties with this ice. For the very first time in a long time, this team is finding that they're second-guessing the skip's broom. So the skip is second-guessing it. If they think maybe it's too much, instead of asking for less, they're just pointing it. Well, that makes the rock's curls way too much. If they think maybe it's not enough, they're throwing it back. These are mistakes that younger teams make. This team has not made it, but they have this week. Go simple, early, get in control, get confidence, and then Kevin will go.
One interesting thing about these two teams is they both do work with a sports psychologist. John Dunn, the coach for Kevin Cooey, is a sports psychologist and works on those mental skills with them. It's just hard within an event to suddenly manage things that are going wrong. I'm sure they will talk about some of those team dynamics and how they can trust the broom, etc. But in the short term, in a short round robin, when you're trying to get to a playoff, sometimes you have to manage the game plan instead of worrying too much about the other things.
Yep. Easy. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Great double by Denny there, and being a career lead here, you wouldn't get too many of those. That was nice throw to start the game.
All right, Linda, you talked about a game plan. What is it?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, as Kathy said, what Kevin Cooey wants to do, keep it open, leave room to make some points. For Mike McEwen, then do the opposite. Stick to the aggressive play with the hammer. Even without hammer, make sure you get something into a position where you force rocks in play and don't let Kevin Cooey and his team run up and down the ice.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
Here, left, wait. Yep, yep. Hurry! Yes, guys. Hard.
When we talk about things that go wrong, we always have to come back to the impact of pressure on everything that you do. The pressure of the prize that is at stake in this event. Kevin Cooey has obviously dealt with a ton of pressure, him and his team going to the Briar and World Championships. But sometimes it just gets to you, and things just are not as clear. Things are not as easy as you felt they were earlier in the season. And for people like Pat Simmons and Kevin Cooey, this is an effort. And little things are going wrong, and that's sometimes what pressure does to you.
That's so true. And the ice was a little tricky day one.
Whoa,
it's fantastic now, but I think it was so complicated, back to what you mentioned in the opening, that some of the shots are just way too tough for Pat Simmons and Kevin Cooey.
And one of the things that happens, and I know that those of us that played for a while all have that experience of losing, like Mike McEwen and his team have lost some tough ones at the provincial level. If you can get through that, you actually have some skills to handle the pressure in the future. And right now, Mike McEwen seems to be handling this event very well. They've got a very good idea of what they want to accomplish, and they've brought that sports psychologist along to figure out what to do in a round robin, which will help them in the future.
Exactly. It's a great idea.
Homecoming of sorts for Pat Simmons, who throws the third stones for Mike McEwen. 5-time Saskatchewan champion, going to Alberta last year to join Cooey, throwing the third stones. Moose Jaw is his home. So very wide open, up and down the sheet. We just don't see this very much anymore. It's kind of odd.
It wasn't intentional either. The team McEwen slipped in with their corner guard attempt, and Cooey slipped in, and when Danny Neufeld made that nice double, there was nothing in play, and there was no choice for either team but to start hitting.
You know, the thing that makes Cooey struggles a little bit more curious is the fact their Bonspiel season was so good and has been so good. 3 wins, I think it is, 2 seconds, 3/3. They qualified, made money every time they entered. And now he comes here and he's a little off kilter.
You know, it's not that unusual to have a little slump along the road. That's a lot of games, and the best players know how to get themselves out of the slump. As I said, sometimes it takes a few games, and in this event there aren't very many games to have that time to recover. But yeah, I think we did expect that coming off their great Bonspiel season, Kevin Cooey would continue here with the great play, and they're just having some problems, in particular with the ice and the throws of the hits.
And plus, you know, the field, this isn't like a normal Bonspiel. They lost to Stout and they lost to Howard. A lot of teams do that. And, you know, they're not out of the woods here yet. A couple wins today, they can control their own destiny.
Should hang around.
We do use thinking time here at this event. And so we don't often see people try to bank time the same way, but Kevin Cooey is banking time rather than waiting at the house to put down the broom. He's in the hack already, preparing to throw because the end is so open. This is a wide open hit.
Yep. Easy. Yep. Hard. Gotta go.
Crosses the line here, it'll keep curling.
Whoa.
We actually saw earlier today in our featured game Sherry Madaw throwing her final stone with just 4 seconds on the clock. And it's different if you happen to be joining us for the first time. The rules have been changed. You're not playing a running time now. You're actually playing thinking time, as they call it. So there's 40 minutes when the stones are not in play. 40 minutes. Extra end 5, you get 2 90-second timeouts. But it may have affected Sherry a little bit in some of her late shots, that pressure of the no timeouts remaining and the clock ticking. Final stone here in a very quickly played first. Look out. Thank you very much. A blank on the board in this first. We welcome you back Friday afternoon here in Moose Jaw. It's a lot milder than it was yesterday. Wind chill yesterday was about -22 flurries.
Line's good.
Milder today, and milder still for the weekend. Snow predicted early next week. A blank in the first means that once again, Mike McEwen and his team from the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg will have the last rock here in 2 playing the Redstones.
Okay.
Unlike the first end where the rock slid in, corner guard slid in the first end. Nice corner guard after the first stone of the end was played in the top 4. Kevin Cooey came back with a guard, a nice tight guard. And that come around attempt is very short and rubs off the guard.
This might not be bad, but
He wants it right down
or higher.
Sounds like Kevin
Don't want to move
Cooey
him.
might be suffering the Glenn Howard or Russ Howard sickness. Well, the air is a little drier here too, and he might be affected by that.
Hard then.
Yeah, he's getting a little raspy there, isn't he?
He does, yeah. Not quite.
Where are you?
And he played 4 games.
Yeah, that's right.
1.5.
You lost yours by when?
I could go longer than 4 games, Vic. No problem.
Whoa,
Maybe
whoa,
5?
whoa.
Seems like Monday was actually a key day for
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Good.
Oh, look at this. You've got 2 teams at 3 losses in Chelsea Carey and Sherry Madaw, both needing the wins. And here is Madaw with her last and a pile. Can she looks like she's got one buried. Can she get another
does.
run in there?
Yeah, she's trying to angle her stone back, Vic, to get the deuce. She is lying 1. Chelsea Carey came short on her draw. Needs full 8 foot.
Off it now, seeing if they've got this lined up properly. And that'll be good for 2. Madaw coming off an earlier loss this morning to Team Jennifer Jones.
Even in here.
That's a big 2 points right there for Sherry. They really struggled this morning in that game, and now their backs are against the wall. It's nice to bounce back that quickly.
Hair more, but not much more. 2.
This is a great example of what happens when the lead rock, the very first stone of the end, is in a good spot. Yes, Kevin Cooey's putting more rocks in play. He said he was going to try and keep it open, but it's not that risky when you have the first one in such a good spot and already 2 rocks out in front.
Yep. Yes.
Hard pat. Hard pat.
To curl enough to choke off that red raise, and I think he did. Perfect shot.
Double on the yellows.
It's been a long week for the team from Newfoundland and Brad Gouchu from the Ballyhaley in St. John's. And here he's facing a pile. Kathy?
Yeah, he's facing 4, and it's been in trouble for a long time, Vic. They've been trying angles and raises and running front stones back. They've got rid of all the stuff in the front, so he has a bit of a pocket, but needs the button.
Where is it? Gotta go.
With Adam Casey and Jeff Walker now the front end. And right to the backing, and that will give him his single point. Gouchu takes the early lead on John Epping. He elected to make a lineup change, and he's moved Brett Gallant, who was playing second, into the 3rd slot, dropped Casey down. Gallant, a former Canadian junior champion of 09, the winningest Canadian junior at 48 wins. And there are some who thought Gallant, when he joined the team, should have been in the 3rd position, and now he gets that opportunity.
Well, if you're going to pick a situation for Kevin Cooey, knowing the team is struggling a little bit, this is a great one because they're getting mistakes from Mike McEwen. And without having to do very much after that first nice stone in the rings, it's just guard after guard.
It's interns over the hog line. That's about all they have to do right now. They know the path. They know the amount of curl.
Higher the better.
Just try to keep a little separation because Mike's going to try to take multiple rocks out here. So keep these a little farther apart.
Just cleave.
Whoa!
How's line? It's good.
Whoa!
Whoa. Yep. That's good. Good shot.
We're going to do a lot in those last 3 inches of weight, hey?
I know. Every skip does that too. Okay, Beach, here we go.
I'd like to get the 2 in the middle here that's guarding the important shot rock. If not, miss it on the outside here to get the one in the corner.
Whoa. Hard, whoa. Yeah! Hard! Hard! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, that's good.
He got the one in the corner, but stuck it, and it's going to be buried right behind the 2 red. Bad break.
We need to be a little further over this time.
Like I said, he had 2 choices. We knew he was hitting the first, and he's trying to get that left yellow. He got the right yellow, which is the second best option, but it sticks in the rings.
you just have to be.
What do you guys like?
You like going in or?
Whatever you like.
What do you like up there again?
I don't mind high again.
You guys
Gotta
like
get
that?
in a
Gotta be
little.
hair over, yeah.
And the
get
one
it
remaining
over.
game to tell you about, Kathy Overton Clapham.
Start again.
Trying to win her first, goes against the undefeated Stephanie Lawton from Saskatoon, and Overton Clapham
Yeah, just give
gets
us
a
a shade
single
more.
with the last rock in the opening area.
Period.
It was a nice draw against 3 to get that single too, Vic. This changes the rules a little bit, Linda, doesn't it? McEwen now knows with that rock that's in behind cover on the side. There's probably no blank end here now.
I got a
So if
2.
you're going to be
2.
forced, you might as well be forced to 2.
That's good.
So he might get a little more aggressive when he gets a chance here.
2.5.
At least.
That was an interesting
2.5.
discussion with Kevin Cooey's team, whether to bring another one in or leave it up
to it
front.
now.
They're going to leave it up front. At least that was the call.
Hard.
This one's really
Come on,
curling even with the extra ice.
Hard. Hard. Solo.
Okay.
Between the two choices, the guard required a little less accuracy. The come around, you'd have to be a little careful with positioning.
A little more than.
And that one does set up the double peel.
And possibly, depending where he hits this, he might get that one that's buried on the left-hand corner. It's going to be close, depending how he hits. You got to hit this pretty thick to do that. They're more happy, I think, just to get them off the front.
Whoa. No. 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 No.
BJ Neufeld.
Good.
And he will open up that front, gets a jam behind a couple of corners.
This is going in too,
shot.
Vic. This should spin towards the rings.
And did it? Yes, it did.
Wow.
So Cooey, without
Shot
last
again,
rock, sitting 3 right across the rings from
Dead, not it.
side to side.
Make them play the ring.
Top of the seat. Yeah. Good speed.
Pretty quick.
Good speed. Yeah.
Odd, isn't it?
Well, at least Mike has the front opened up.
Worst case, I take this draw to the side of the 4. I don't know the speed on this side.
Could, yeah, you could, for sure.
I don't know. It's good to be a guess, right?
Yeah.
It definitely is true that Kevin Cooey has played a whole series of draws down the same path, and that means that path will be
It is,
fast,
yep.
and the other half of the sheet much different. But first of all, he has to get the guard in the right
4-5.
spot.
Nice to see the young skip thinking that way with McEwen talking it over with BJ about what path they might have to take on their last one.
2.
I got a little bit
Hard
of
that
that.
room.
Where are you?
2.5. Hard.
Hard line.
Line's good.
Gotta go for weight. Whoa, whoa,
2,
Clean.
2.5.
Whoa.
2.5. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Clean it. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, off.
Yep. 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 Good.
Good throw. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Real good guard.
It's curling more now in practice, eh?
Draw right
Yeah.
there.
It's just maybe that wide.
Come on, not. Okay. Could just freeze it.
He's got a guard.
No, he might try and put it right here. That's probably what he'll have to do.
He guards, and then he'll have to guess a bit, but if he guesses
Then we'll
wrong.
have a chip for one.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's that or you peel it and then you throw.
Then I'm drawing.
Then you're throwing the out turn.
Or we try that. Missing is really bad, though.
Well, he can't do better than this, right?
Give it a
Doesn't
go.
really change anything.
It's pretty flat.
It's just over half a rock with the out turn.
I think you have to play the in. I don't know the out.
Okay.
I don't know it. Give me middle. Middle. Even if we just roll to it.
Yeah.
Trying to roll across here and put the red in there, which would be a wonderful shot. But the danger here is if you miss this, you might see Cooey come down and put another one in there, or maybe even come down a little deeper and put it in that area. And it'll be tough for the McEwen team to score. This is not only difficult, but risky.
It was funny how their thought process went. They talked about peeling the center guard. And this one sort of happened later after chatting about some other things. It was almost like a second thought. Gee, well, we could play an off. I think that was, maybe they've changed their
Oh,
mind
they've
here.
gone back again, haven't they?
I think that was kind of like, oh, we could, and maybe
Yeah.
not thought well through. And now they've changed their mind.
Yeah, I like this. I really do. I know Mike's one of the better hitters you'll ever see, but you don't know the spot second end. You miss it, you would really be in trouble. Try to freeze him in there. Maybe even tap it a foot or so, get it out in the open.
Just for weight. Just for weight.
Lots of line.
You got room. Whoa, has to curl a bit.
How's the weight?
It's there, it's there right now.
Has to curl.
Matt Wozniak on the
Try and keep the angle
left,
a little.
Denny Neufeld on the
It's there,
right.
it's where?
Yep.
Right there.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa. Yep, yep,
It's there,
yep,
it's there.
yep.
Just tap
It's
it.
there. You bet it
I
is.
just want it so I can see it on that side.
Good throw. I guess if he guards, he might have a double.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
It's there.
It is a little tougher. It's there still, but it's sneaky.
I wanted to be able to, so I could see it.
This is pretty easy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotta leave it for a minute.
I think so. Yeah. Let's guard this up. Let's make a good guard. Yeah.
This, what you always want to do is your situation, leave yourself 2 shots. Right now, Mike McEwen has a come around tap, the same shot he just threw. It's very difficult, mind you. You got to move 2 rocks. But it is possible, I think, Linda, with the backline weight to get your 2.
Either one you can't.
And you also have that hero double off the corner.
See what hack it's made.
So he does have 2 options here.
He's
So
going to make that
Cooey's
more
going
than he
to
makes the double, though.
he's going to guard the tougher one.
I mean, the other option is to draw a back 4 or back button, right? But we're guessing on the weight a little bit. But that's the shot you want.
Because this is a lot harder with, if he's got to throw weights or get rid of 2 of them. But
Any separation?
I'll just give it to him. Yeah, we haven't seen that out at all.
I mean, is that double just half
No,
rock?
it's not. It's 2/3. See.
Say guard, leave it to him.
Kevin can't decide because he knows he might be able to make it because he's such a good hitter.
You're trying to think through the probability, the odds of the opposition making each of the shots that's available to them, and the final decision is to try and make the shot that Mike McEwen plays difficult, and they feel if they throw the guard, the option that they leave him is more difficult.
What do you think? It's close on this one, isn't it? They're both like probably under 50%.
Doesn't need to curl.
But with the
What's that?
way Mr. McEwen's playing, he might fool us.
Doesn't need to curl.
Just the one.
That's fine.
Let it stop.
So whatever McEwen could see
Draws hard.
of the stone he threw with his first, he can't see now.
If he thinks it's there, I don't mind playing it.
It's tough.
I'm sure he's playing it though.
You can fully outturn.
This outturn might be.
And the tap is there, it's just that it's a spot they don't know.
That's right. That's why they're going to play the hit in my mind.
Yeah. Or we play the in-off.
I like
These are like that
off better.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, I think I can make it. It's gotta be a firm there though, Mike.
Yeah.
That's right.
Actually, more. It's got edge of 4. It's got a
Let him sweep it.
edge of 4. Yeah, that's the right
So
spot.
if we think back with Mike McEwen's first freeze, Vic, he
Yeah, what do you think's more makeable?
could have, if the line was good, tapped that yellow a little bit, and then it would have been a little more open on the outturn side.
Right. But instead he just came up short.
Yeah.
Interesting, the VJ Neufeld was very reluctant to give him a little more ice. He said, let them brush it.
It's a pretty fresh path. That's the one concern that Mike has too. We have not seen many stones down that area. So instead of playing that angle, he's going to try and play this tap that's in a bit of unknown territory.
Final stone here in 2 after a blank in the first. Kevin Cooey has one. Sitting top button, looking for this quiet little tap here. Big brush trying to get it by, and they will not. And so it will be a steal of 1 for Cooey here in the second. Cooey comes in at 2 losses and wants to keep pace with Glenn Howard. As everything This final day of round robin is coming into focus. Cooey steals 1 and 2. And now McEwen will once again have the last rock, playing the Redstones here in 3.
Okay. Just through.
Okay.
That second end was about picture perfect for Kevin Cooey, exactly what they needed because they didn't have to do much at all. Nolan Thiessen puts his first one top 4, and then the rest of the team throw a guard, and Mike McEwen couldn't make the big shot to get out of trouble. So a perfect end when you're struggling because you don't have to do much of anything except throw the same guard over and over.
Funny sport, isn't it?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This end, same thing, top 4 and a guard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if he got caught there, Russ, because
good throw.
McEwen called off the brushers, and they let it run, and then it took off on him.
On this last shot,
just right now.
I think, yeah. And again, that's why I think Mike missed his last shot last end, was in that same path. We haven't thrown any rocks, and that's what we keep talking about. Is some spots are much quicker than others, and that's exactly what happened here. They thought it was going to hang, grabbed a bit of pebble, curled over, and got a little unlucky because they not only didn't move the guard, but he also rolled right through. And here goes the Cooey mode again. Just throw another guard and see what happens.
Oh, it's going to get there, no problem.
Okay, we're in the third here. And further to what you were saying, what Kathy was saying as well, Cooey wanted to play this a little more wide open considering his struggles. They haven't had the last rock. They haven't had the hammer yet as we play here in the third. Indications of a more wide open game from Cooey?
Well, it's really hard to tell, Vic, because they're currently throwing guards, so you'd say, well, no, it's not. It's a closed down house. It's just that the guards are being played with no risk. They're not leaving opposition rocks in the house to do it. And then that's what was causing Kevin problems before. So we watch this run back just miss and leave the shooter out front. So at this point, with McEwen's team not executing, Kevin Cooey isn't having to do anything difficult. He doesn't have any risk approaching this game the way he is.
Okay.
He just hasn't been being forced to do
He's not
anything.
being pushed at all.
Okay.
Probably better.
I'll give you some ice.
Keep them under the house.
Which I'm sure he's saying
Halfway,
is
a
fine.
little tighter.
Kevin Cooey thinks this is great.
I think so.
Halfway, a little tighter. Yeah.
They're going to go short here. I thought they might go right into the rings, but they're just going to go a couple feet short.
We talk about the purpose of guards, and many people think well, a guard is either to protect a stone already in the rings, or of course to be out in front so that you can then draw around it. But a guard has many purposes. Some are for you to use, and some are for the opposition to stay busy having to deal with them. And at this point, that's all Mike McEwen's able to do is deal with rocks out in front. And I think that's what Kevin Cooey is thinking. I want him just to stay busy out front. I'm not putting any more in the house until Mike McEwen decides to do something different.
Across the face on that one. Over the top of it.
Well, John Epping, playing Yellowstones, has one locked, Kathy, as they play his final in the second end.
Well, the turn that they're playing is arguably tougher because of the ice, but the way the ice moves on the other side, there's two guards that come into play. So forced him to the outside, a little bit of no man's land in terms of weight.
And Scott Bailey with the little jump. No, won't stop for him. One for Epping in the second against Brad Gushue. Epping coming in at 2-3. So again, one of those 3-loss teams. Remembering that last year in women's play, it was Jennifer Jones who came out of round robin with 3 losses and went on to win. So that's the magic number. It appears 3 losses and no more.
But things have changed on our sheet with the run back being made by McEwen. Now it's a bit of a mess because there's 4 guards out in front. 2 belong to McEwen, and they're relatively usable. Certainly could be raised. So now it's up to Pat Simmons to actually get a rock in a good spot.
Just saw John Epping throw one wide on the other sheet because they're guessing on the speed. So we'll see what happens here. That should slow down a little as it goes along here.
Whoa! All there though.
Don't want him.
Whoa! Off. Whoa!
Right off.
Sit down.
It'll slip back edge, and
Yeah, that's fine.
they're brushing to get it by their own, and it'll slip to the back 8.
This should be okay, right?
Should be close,
I think weight would have been real close if they didn't have to sweep it. A little more speed. Look how that ducked in behind there.
Whoa! This is wide.
You got room. Room.
Still room. Line's not bad.
Line's good. Room.
Room though, still tons.
It's a rocket. It's tons.
Stay close.
Stay close.
They don't sugarcoat it, do they? When the rock was released, there was the wow, it's wide, and then the brushers say it's a rocket. So it was pretty clear that rock wasn't very well thrown.
That's more ice.
Poor BJ. Well, they were right, and that's the worst that could happen. It's not in a usable spot, and there's another path in for Kevin Cooey and Pat Simmons to use.
Take plenty of ice this time. You know it can over curl, so you don't have to squeeze the guard. You can get by that yellow guard by quite a bit. So that'll allow Pat to throw a little bit lighter and get it in the front half of the circles.
Line's tight again.
Whoa, guys, whoa!
Whoa! Line.
All there, 6! All there!
6.
Whoa!
Whoa, then.
Right off!
Don't want to. All there. All there.
Oh.
They have to be in the front half. That rock stop right there would be a good spot.
Okay.
Well, it did come down a little.
Yeah, just on the tee line. And they cleared that.
Just third rock, eh?
They cleared that stone, the guard, by about a third of a rock at least.
Exactly.
They didn't feather it at all.
No, and still buried, isn't it? You heard Nolan say third rock, meaning it was the third rock down that path, and every rock that goes down there takes the top of the pebble off, smooths it a little bit, cleans away the frost, and the rocks go farther and farther and farther.
Whoa! No.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Did he get across? Oh, not quite enough. Not quite enough. It came up very suddenly at the end and just didn't get across the nose.
Get a shot, guys.
And this is a little bit of a different McEwen team. We did say this game matters a lot for consistency, not as much for the standings.
Right on his first
And they're looking a
heavy,
little
and it
bit
was
like
still
they're not as
curling.
focused as we've seen.
We've seen that so many times.
Like it's.
I mean, even if I'm up here. But yeah, let's get it in.
Yeah.
I don't think frozen, though. Not quite.
No.
And the frustrating part for Mike McEwen is you knew coming into this that Kevin Cooey was struggling and you wanted to put pressure on him. And so far, Kevin Cooey's having a lovely time throwing some, well, guards to begin with. And now come-arounds in a spot he knows absolutely perfectly.
Speaking of guards, too, there's not much of a path on the right-hand side. That's a beautiful view there. How does McEwen get in with either turn if this rock's in the top part of the rings?
Close to there. I mean, BJ was wide and heavy, and it's still curled, so.
Just give us the line.
Yeah. I think 95.4 is your number.
Remember, Kevin Cooey actually has had very good draw weight. His draw percentage is much superior to his hit, so you would expect him to make these kinds of shots.
3-4.
Out of his hand, he thought he may be a little light.
Go ahead. Line's good. Come on. Room.
And the front end, Nolan
About the
Thiessen,
end,
Carter
Nolan.
Rycroft, jump all over it.
Yeah. Yes. Really hard. Really hard.
It's a big drag, boys. Big drag now.
Hard, Nolan. Go, go, go.
And they will get it there. Great scrub by the front end
Good spot.
to get it there to sit 3.
In a perfect world, Kevin would like that a little bit deeper, but
I was
that's
afraid to throw that
great
positive.
spot.
They're kind of both they're both the same.
Well, the nice thing is when you're the skiff, you definitely can't be deep, and at least he gave it to the brushers on that one. They did have to drag it, and they're dragging it at the end where you have the most impact and got that late movement.
That's the pro miss, isn't it? It's choked off everything on that outturn side for McEwen.
It's tough to get skin faster.
Well, that's the pro side miss.
You just, then you'd open up your draw and this triple or whatever over here.
Let's make it, Mike.
Let's make it.
The tables are turned right now. It's the McEwen team missing the upweight hits. We talked about Kevin struggling with them. You have to be very clean on these releases. Pop it out and it won't move.
Hard. Yep. Hard! Hard! Whoa! Really hard. Whoa!
That one over
run it back.
Hard,
Bang.
hard, go, 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 go,
Now
go.
looking to leave himself a little space. And the raised stone, the jam stone will spin just off center line.
All right. He can just about throw hack at it. Just dead beside this one. Yeah.
What?
When you get there, probably not with the in-turning.
Might be easier with the out turn to get there.
I mean, it's scary to throw the out, but if you get, that's the only way you can get to where you got.
You think what's he got here?
He might have just the draw, the out turn draw.
Yeah, I don't think the triple's there, eh? You got to take this in away, no matter what you do. I'd hate to.
I know.
Right? I mean, you saw those. He can throw just about anything from here to draw and make it.
No, we got to
you'd
get one.
hate
Sure.
to
Gotta get one in the right line.
leaving that triple too.
Well, you think the triple's there? It might be just to get it just by, right?
Even if you got right to here, where does he go?
Real good. That was our first call.
No, I thought you were calling like.
No, I mean if you could get it right beside this, so that if he hits this, you're still.
Yep. Just do you like the end or the
I
out?
like the end.
You like the end?
Yep.
You got to throw this, Carter.
Even if it
Right? You gotta throw
overcurls
this.
into here, it makes his
A lot harder.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin's decided to take away the in-turn draw that I illustrated earlier, because that is the easiest shot for Mike McEwen. What they're worried about, though, is there a triple? If he hairs by the guard, hits as much of the top one as he can, there's a chance that these rocks will go out. Unlikely, but that's what all McEwen will have if this rock's put in the right spot.
Are you surprised, Linda, that he's going to go with this in-turn, having played everything out-turn down the other side?
No, I think he briefly said, I hate to take that out turn and not get the curl and end up in the spot I want. He pretty well has to take a chance. This is the easier looking shot to get it into that top 8 foot.
All the way down, Vic, as this one slows down, it's on the correct path to guard, so he can be light, he can be a little bit heavy, and he's still guarding that rock that's on the side of the button.
Well,
Thinking 80?
I think this is going
better to be heavier than.
Well, I think it'll curl so hard here that.
Okay.
Here's a little bit of guess on the
85.
less used path. Remember, if they think it's going to curl a lot, that curl will drag speed off of it. And so they're talking about throwing a little extra on this.
Yeah, I got lots right now.
I got not lots. 5, 4, 5.
Whoa. Room right now. Go. All line's good.
Interestingly, both the brushers
Go ahead.
were a little off.
Come on.
Carter thought there was lots on it. Nolan Thiessen said, no, I don't think so, but they've taken it and pounded it now.
Keep going.
Get it by
Brush
one
it.
more.
Go.
Oh, look at it bust. Oh, my goodness.
Right up. Go.
Where did that come from? It looked like it was all over. It just turned right.
It never looked like it was going to smidge that guard, didn't it?
But that's a great throw. And remember what Kathy talked about before the game is trusting the brush. More on the hits, but it even applies to draws because that's on that corner guard forever. And they have to trust that they can brush it and get it by that one as well and get it to where they want. Beautifully played. Wow, what a mess for Mike.
Even if we just get to here.
Should curl, right?
I like this, if you like it.
I don't really like anything.
I don't blame you.
It's not makeable. I think I like the double tap better than this one.
Well, double taps are really
I mean,
hard.
they're both hard.
This is where you'd love to look at hitting second shot and giving him one. That shot's
You
not
guys
even
like
there.
this at all?
It's their only shot to score.
We can score.
Is there any way we can just give them one?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can make
that's
that
fine.
and give him one too. Just have to tap it to the 4 foot.
That
feel
is
like it.
not an easy tap, though.
Why through
Throw.
guard here?
Back
No.
most way.
Yeah, like here. Should curl, right?
I almost need close to back 12 to make it.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, this is a tough shot because again we
Well,
haven't
no,
played
this holds. This holds for a little bit.
It's that analysis of what you've usually seen. Usually it runs for a little bit. When it gets to center, it starts to break very hard. So it's a guess based on what you've seen in other games, not this game. And you hate to rely on that. Facing 4.
I don't know, you know.
I think so, guys. All right, Mike. Well, it's not, or it's this, or we play the triple.
You know, you run things in, at least you're cutting them down. You're getting some stones out of there. You still might give up 2, but boy, here. Doesn't he actually have to come across the face a little bit and angle it back?
To angle it properly, Labatni almost has to go through that corner guard. You're right, Vic. It has to be so close to that corner guard, and if he wrecks in the corner guard, he gives up 4. So he wants to get by. Even if he gets it into the full 8-foot, he might cut them down to 1 or 2. So I think if he hits it dead on would be the play here. But what's this going to do? I can see with Mike's release, a little in-out release on the tuck delivery guys, to get it to curl across the center line. It's going to take a while. If he's heavy, this will not cross the center line in time.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
So now we'll watch Wozniak and Ufeld and on, off. Now, here they go. Got to get it by that guard now. Guard first. Get it by the guard. Oh, they did it. Cross the line. Oh, my goodness, what a great shot to give up just the single.
World class. What a great shot.
Shot, Mike.
That was spectacular, Vic, and a full team effort.
To get it by, to get across the nose, and almost get shot stone facing 4. Oh, it's all about the pressure, isn't it? Tee shots. Here is the last of Kevin Cooey in that third.
He didn't have a lot of pressure as far as the position in the house, but he did think about the path. They weren't really sure how to get it there. Wanted a top 8, and look at that perfection, exactly where they tapped the broom.
And now you talk about pressure. Here is a pressure shot.
Your highlight was good, Linda, but mine's better. This is going to run down the line for a long period of time. You have to just lighten up to get the curl. If it ticks that guard, he gives up 4. He actually crosses the face somehow and nearly gets shot wrong. What a shot.
We've seen some wonderful shots in the course of the curling that we've covered. That was spectacular. The tee shot brought to you by Scotty's, Canada's favorite brand of facial tissue. So Cooey steals 1. He leads 2-0 in a must-have here to try and stay at 2 losses. And once again, McEwen, Mike will have the last rock, playing the Redstones here in 4.
Just for line.
What a game saver that was.
It's close. Just for line right now, Mike.
Yeah, the rest of the team's going to have to pick it up for Mike. He makes that beautiful shot. That's probably inspired his front 3. They're going to have to make some good shots. The corner of this yellow one is visible for the first time. Nolan put it in. Corner guard goes up. The center guard doesn't quite cover it. So there's a chance for Denny to play the freeze, and he does just that.
Shot. McEwen team has to be elated to give up a single there. You know, not too often you're happy about a steal against you, but that's one of those times.
You'll get curling here.
Carter Rycroft.
It's top 8.
What do you think, Carter?
Another draw. And it's a curious game.
Where are you?
At times.
Small ball.
Kevin Cooey and the team have played 7 takeouts. That's all.
And the first 3 ends, and they all came in the first end. First rock was played as a draw, and then they hit for 7 more rocks. Second end, they played almost all guards on Nolan Thiessen's first rock, and the last end, they played those series of come-arounds on the out-turn side. So, yeah, it's interesting. We said that they would probably try to keep it open, but it's been a very low-risk series of draws by the Cooey team.
Well, you play with the hand you were dealt, and Nolan's just making everything. He's putting it top of the button, and he's guarding it right tight like he illustrated here, and it's tough for McEwen to get anything going.
Little big. Going right through. Got to go with the other one.
We're going to go right through. Okay. That's fine.
Sorry.
I wanted to hit a little more of that right-hand rock, which would get you more of the left-hand rock, and then that rock would have slid into the rings as opposed to straight through, but they They hit it so perfectly, it didn't take any speed off the thrown rock.
3/4. Yeah, 2/3.
Now this requires some accuracy, so Carter is going to have to make a very good shot to drive this one at the right angle.
Whoa. Off. Whoa! Right off, right off.
Close.
Come on, Kevin, come on!
Carter Rycroft.
Guard
Come
it.
on, skipper.
Great try by Carter. That's a long angle raise. He hit the object rock, just hit it a little thick.
Well, it's interesting on this sheet of ice because we actually have, of the 8 players, 7 pretty quiet players. You know, they don't say a lot. You got Kevin Cooey, he's really stoic, and you've got this McEwen team who are pretty quiet. But Carter Rycroft is the guy that's going to tell it like it is. And of course, in their big run in the Brier and the Worlds, he was a key reason that they won. He said some great things to his skip, and he got the team rallied when they were down. So I love watching him. He's going to tell you what he's thinking.
The higher the better. Okay. Higher the better.
Yep. Oh, try and get it square.
Good.
Sort of like us up here.
Pardon?
What'd you say?
Oh, of course, Linda. Whatever you say. Yeah, he does have a little bit of a little bite to him, doesn't he?
And I like that. I think that's great.
him.
You know, these guys have made a commitment to try to get to the Olympic Games and win Bonspiels, win Briers and national provincial championships. And if you don't have some fire, you shouldn't jump on the airplane.
Cleat.
Oh, that's the one they just changed. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get you caught up on other games on this Friday afternoon.
the house?
Crystal Webster picks up a single, trying to stay at 3 losses, leads Heather Nedowin. Already guaranteed first place, Stephanie Lawton now even with Overton Clapham. And a blank in 3, it's Gushu and Epping, still 1-1. And Sherry Madaw picked up another single in 3 to take a 3-1 lead over Chelsea Carey. That is a key game on the ice. Both those teams at 3 losses and looking to stay there to give themselves a chance.
We gotta go.
Line's okay.
Line's getting better.
Halfway.
Not too tight.
Gotta go.
Yeah, get it tight. Come on.
Hard, Matt. Go. Go, go, go. Gotta go line.
That's good. That's
Hard.
good.
Good. Pistol.
Sometimes those guards, as they come over the hog line, they lose their handle. They really curl.
Pretty close to normal here now, hey
Yeah,
guys?
I think so.
Where does he want it?
Right back to it.
Right back to it. Okay, look for the same as my last throw coming this way. You vote right, I think.
Okay.
Little less.
Well, we already saw today Stephanie Lawton and her team from the Granite Curling Club in Saskatoon clinch first place. She will be in the women's final on Sunday. Kathy Overton Clapham, disappointing week for the 5-time Canadian champion, looking to win her first. Final stone coming up here in 4 and facing what, 1, 2, 3, Kathy?
Yeah, she is. Kathy tried to generate some offense and play the freeze on her first one, but had no line, which allowed Stephanie to hit and lie 3.
For the single to tie it through 4, or pardon me, take the lead 2-1.
Good question. Good throw. 9.5. Yeah. Yeah, that was 9.6.
You were talking, Russ, about the curl when we go to the wings, and definitely there are some players we're watching that maybe have a lack of rotation on the stones and actually could have a little bit of trouble with the way it slides afterwards. But when you saw Pat Simmons' last shot, it ended up as a freeze. They were kind of walking by it thinking maybe it was a bit heavy, maybe it wasn't going to curl. Once it hits the paint, it does dive over, and he made the freeze.
Yeah, it's locked in there good. Here comes another one.
Yep, good. Good spot.
Good shot.
What do you have?
Sweet.
2 inches.
Freeze.
You can easily make it
I
with
don't mind
half.
trying to move it if you like it. It'll curl in there if it'll finish for you.
move it with what? Like try and roll all the way over to there and kill it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
don't really want to move this guy.
No, you don't. Freeze is good too if you like that.
It's harder.
It's harder to keep it high for sure, yeah.
Okay, hack. You like that?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Kevin's going to try to tap that rock. You can only, as Carter yelled down, you can only see 2 inches of this, but because of this beautiful ice surface, this is one of the swingiest spots on this sheet. So the 2 inches becomes a lot bigger as the rock curls around.
Okay.
You're actually, even though they can only see a sliver, they're going to throw hack weight at it, hoping it curls past the guard, hits about a third of it, rolls to the back of the 8-foot, separating the 2 yellows.
I think that's enough ice.
I would say that's on the...
This is the problem that Kevin Cooey has had this week. He's been so up and down with his shooting percentages, and those are the opposition skips he's played against, including, of course, the game we're in now. It's been a bouncy kind of a week for Kevin, and don't forget that the bouncing down has been just the problems with the hits.
Yep. Hard. Yes. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Really gotta
Skip
go.
Stone's here in 4.
Hard.
This is Cooey's first.
Hard. Real hard. Right up. Roll it.
Very nice. Got the movement. Chips it over. Sits 2.
Short bite.
Who's it they held that? Throw easy or bumper?
I like a soft, easy, or a hard bump.
You know.
John Epping at 3 losses, trying to stay there. Brad Gushue trying to win his first. And this is, again, could be drawing against 2, maybe 3 here, Kathy.
Yeah, it might even be 4, Vic. I'll tell you something. Brad Gushue hates yellow. It has been a C every time he's come down to shoot. He tried to make a double on his first, only got 1. And so it is a draw against 4.
You can see holding the brush now. Managing the house is Brett Gallant. That's the lineup change they've made. Draws the edge of the button for the single 2-1 Gushue.
Good brush.
Mike McEwen in his first here in the 4th.
It's clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Come on, it's the curl.
No.
For the roll.
Whoa.
Close.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah.
Okay.
Well, it'll sit there on the corner for shot stone.
Jeez, BJ.
Okay.
Good throw.
Well, it's coming in sideways, so it's just going to spring off, right?
It's going to roll further than you think.
Didn't catch the brushing quite at the right moment and rolled further than they wanted.
Keep talking, boys. Should curl. Just get her in there.
Okay.
Pat is it heavier? Or?
Nope. Well, Pat threw a little more than we wanted to see, I think. I think your 4 is probably close here.
Yeah, it's should be the same as draw off, eh? Okay.
I got real close.
T-line.
Oh, yeah. Line's not bad.
Weight's good.
Clean it all the way.
Don't want to.
Whoa, then off.
Line's good.
Clean.
All there, Pat.
Whoa, then.
Line's good. Clean.
Weight's real good.
Weight only.
Line's good. Yep. Whoa, no. Line's good.
Clean it.
Line's perfect.
My end.
Yep.
Right on the corner. Look at this. Look at this. Oh.
That's great shot making.
Wow.
Good judge, guys. Good sweep.
You want to learn to be a front-end curler, that you play that shot over and over again, because the communication was fantastic.
No, we were just
Nolan Matisse and Carter Rycroft just doing a great job of walking that right to the perfect spot.
Yeah, we had rolled last. I actually could have played a run for 4.
Yeah, no, he missed the line call.
All right, let's make this, Mike. Battle.
That's pretty close to a freeze, I would say.
A little more.
There's two frustrating things for Mike. The fact that his team is struggling a little bit. They're not getting those rolls. The brushing communication wasn't quite right. You're also seeing in Kevin Cooey a guy that's looking a lot more confident than when he stepped on the ice, and it's a little bit of the fault of McEwen's team, who have left some easier shots, especially in the second and third end, and let Kevin Cooey get the feel for this game.
Nice shot, Mike. Good to see you guys.
Draws the top of the 4 with his final stone here in 4. Took a while. Mike McEwen is on the board, trailing 2-1. McEwen gets his single in 4 and forced to take that single on an absolutely wonderful shot. A great draw here by Kevin Cooey.
This is the kind of shot you need to practice. This is one of those drills as a team because every member of the team has to do their job.
All took all four, didn't it? Just superb judgment, great communication. And you heard Kevin say before the shot, let's talk, guys, let's talk. And they did.
All the way down, locked it on the corner. McEwen takes his single. And so now, here in the 5th, for the very first time in the game, Kevin Cooey will have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the yellow stones, and now we'll find out. In fact, he will play the game a little more open, as you suggest.
Well, what's interesting when we look at the approach of these two teams, we talked about what happens if you go first. So the other team has last rock. And I said when Kevin Cooey goes first, he'll put his first one in, and it worked beautifully. Nolan Thiessen put a top 4. Mike McEwen put up the corner guard, and then it was a ton of guards by Cooey, and they ended up stealing. Well, the different approach is by Mike McEwen, who wants to pressure Cooey into putting some rocks in play. So, of course, instead of coming in with the first, Mike McEwen puts it up front, and that forces some more rocks in play, at least to start this end. Now, these come-arounds are not actually burying. We're seeing corners. That means some hits are being played, thus there aren't that many more rocks in play at this stage.
Tricky little one here. It's just undercover enough that Carter has to be careful not to overthrow this.
Your hair down. Hard. Whoa. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Gotta go. Whoa. Off. Yep. Whoa. No. Whoa. Whoa.
Look at that.
Anything, Pat. Yep. Any. No, that one.
Hard. Gets out.
You got a little flip too.
This type of ice from Jamie Barassa and crew, you can make anything if you can get the berm in the right spot and throw the right weight, and that was exactly the right speed. Just enough weight to punch the enemy rock out. Rolls buried.
Still room.
That was
Just for line.
tough to get to the inside in that spot.
Beautiful throw.
Just for line.
This is a spot that in the 12-foot start of the 8-foot it's straight, and then it will go.
Line's great.
Hard.
Shot, Matt. Shot.
Just right on top. Which way do you like? Doesn't matter. I think this way's easier.
Right on top, for sure.
Just straight freeze, top 8.
Not a whole lot different now, eh?
I don't think so.
I'd say a couple feet
3 feet?
still. Yeah.
Still a little bit heavier on this side due to the amount of play in the first few ends.
Line's close.
Wait's real good.
Yeah, hair more than I wanted to see.
6.
Whoa, then. That's heavy. Clean.
6.
Yep.
Get it by.
Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go for weight, too.
Buy it off.
We've seen some really late
Yes.
curls.
Gotta go for weight. Okay, go then. Go then. Freeze it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right on it. Yes.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Good shot.
Good shot.
Right down.
Great guess by Carter. Don't forget when the rock was released, I think it was Pat said more than I wanted, and it ended up perfect as far as weight.
So it still is a shade slower on that side, and great pickup by all team members. It's a good spot.
It's tough.
Yeah, that'd be good. That or try and go back 4.
Yeah.
I don't think back 4 is any good.
What's that?
I don't think back 4 is any good.
Just freezing it.
You need a little more here. It's a hair more, yeah, hair stickier here.
Okay.
This is equally tough because there's so much curl here from the hog line in. They could easily tick off the top
really
yellow
good.
and bounce in the open.
He can go for line. No, room.
BJ Neufeld
Line's
playing
good.
third stones here in this
Line's
fifth.
really good.
Oh, guys, make this good. Yep. Oh,
Like it to curl a little bit more.
come on. Rip aside, it's not the worst.
Oh, pretty good.
Jeez.
Overswept a hair.
Good way, PJ.
Edge on edge.
Freeze. Freeze on it.
I mean,
Boy.
freeze would be fantastic. That's tough.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't.
Even if we get right the nose.
You don't want to move this guy.
Even if we get the
I mean,
nose, is that
that'd be nice. Pretty tough.
Yeah, is that any good?
Yeah, it's really good. If it's, you don't want to tap him at all, though.
No.
I don't mind that.
Guys like it?
Yep.
Even if you touch ours and roll off. Or
Top 8.
Yep.
The first thought was to hit the redstone and try and roll away. The problem with that is if you hit it too much on the outside, you are disturbing the line of the other 3. So they've decided on the draw.
I heard Kevin warning Pat Simmons. You can throw it 146 feet, but don't be 1 inch heavy because if you dislodge that red one, then there'll be a yellow double here.
I don't think so.
So when you've heard that from your skip, make sure you park that and don't think about it because you're for sure going to throw the wrong weight.
Getting tight.
Wait there, wait there.
Room.
Whoa! Whoa for line!
No.
Freeze it in there and try not to move it.
Stop, baby. Stop, baby.
Very nice.
Good shot still.
Get to the inside and chop it now.
Just had to curl a hair more.
Curl a hair.
Top it.
Yeah. Like
We
T-line,
can
back
tap
4.
in, just get inside.
Yeah. T back 4.
Back 4 to back 8.
Okay.
Will
Back
it curl? Will it curl that extra 5-6 feet of weight? We've seen an amazing amount of rocks run straight with just that hair extra weight. Trying to get to the yellow one that was just thrown and roll a little towards the center line, but there's not a lot of room there. I would think this could run straighter if he's firm.
Back 8. Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Off.
Back 4.
Off.
Yep.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Yeah. Back 4. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Hard. Go, 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 go.
A little bit
Good
to
shot.
bump it up.
Beautiful shot.
Just a sliver across.
So
Okay.
McEwen is sitting 1. Red rock top 4. Remember now Cooey with the last rock. He has the hammer in the 5th.
Take a look at that red one that was just thrown there. It cannot be removed. You could probably hit it 3 times before it would get out of there in a really good, dangerous position.
Now this is a little messier than we thought Kevin would
Or
want
else
to
you could
get
try
into.
this.
Kevin made, or Carter made some good
You can
shots
get
for
to the
Kevin.
nose.
And that's why we got into the come-around
Might be
game.
better.
I like this. Even if you peel it, it's fine.
Okay.
Try and catch it here. Out-turn.
This is one of those ends that there's 6 beautiful shots in front of the tee line all grouped together, and this could be a blank end, Linda.
Well, here comes the blast. Now, this is the one area they have struggled as far as getting the right broom in the right spot and trusting that broom so they throw the upweight accurately.
Whoa.
Pat Simmons
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Off.
just riding that line.
Never.
Come up, run it back, and spill and get separation. 2 will go. And when they all settle, it is Cooey sitting 1, top edge of the 4.
Yep. Good throw.
Very nice throw, straight back, raise. Treated some good shot making here in this end.
You almost throw normal, actually. Like, I like easy. If you like it, whatever you like.
A hair high side. Why
like
wouldn't you want to
normal.
actually sit here? Do you know what I mean?
Well, then you hook it. I was thinking if you get this to here, and you keep your shooter right here is best, because if you hit rolls in,
Yeah.
we got something on this, right?
Okay. Nice weight. That's your curl.
Actually, just an inch more. Yeah, this moves nice. So this spot should move nice, right? I mean, the other turn holds.
Yeah.
So much.
Draws are all late movement, eh?
Here.
Mike's trying to hit this dead on. The yellow one's gone. The red one will roll a little bit left and hopefully not set up a double.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Down to Skip Stones here in 5. Mike McEwen,
Whoa.
undefeated so far.
Yep.
Hard!
Hard. Whoa.
Hard!
Yeah. Hard.
Hard!
Right up.
Go!
Go. Right up.
Shot.
To sit 2 without last rock as we check in on Guju and Epping. Guju out of Newfoundland looking to win his first. John Epping looking to stay at 3 losses, Kathy.
Well, and it's a force this time by Brad Gushue for John Epping. On John's first one, he buried really nicely, but Brad corner froze and his shot, nothing that he can do with it, and so it's a draw. Needs full 8 foot.
Looks pretty good.
You see that
Stay with it.
shot Stone on the edge of the on the tee line in the 8 foot. For the single for John Epping out of Denelda Club in Toronto.
You might be better here to take a little ice, eh? And come
We're
off the
just
hill.
gonna have to make it twice, right? Yeah. So just get it by.
Well thought out end. McEwen was talking about with his last one. He knew he could make the raise, and he wanted to keep his red one open, which you can see a good angle there. You can see a lot of it.
Yeah, no, not that.
So if Kevin makes this good, there might be a red raise.
Yeah, that's okay. Same as last time?
Yep.
Might be a hair tight.
Mine's a hair tight.
Just for line.
When things aren't
Hair
setting
tight.
up for you, in the case of Kevin Cooey,
Gotta
the
go.
end has not been perfect. What
Gotta
you
go
are
line.
still thinking
Hard.
about is last rock. So whatever you play here,
Hard.
you're still ensuring that you leave yourself a shot on your last.
Go! Hard! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going!
Sneak it by. No, they'll cozy up beside it.
That was light.
I didn't think so.
We're still 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Good try and nose it.
He knows it doesn't just hit
Doesn't
it
do
for
anything.
one.
Nose doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
If he knows it, he just slashes it for one, man. Guard's probably a shot.
You actually you don't even want to guard this. You just want to put it edge. And don't give him that hit and roll. You want to put it just right here.
That or you could try and put it right here.
Wow, he makes this all day, doesn't he?
Is that
Then it
tap?
just-
What?
I think he makes that tap all day.
Yeah.
I'd
not
rather
very
see him
hard.
throw a wide draw.
3, though.
Like you said, try and place it to guard his hit and roll,
I'm okay
too.
with doing this, Mike.
I mean, we could try this.
That's not there.
This is
I
hard.
don't like the tap. Tap's not really.
I think he makes the tap pretty easily.
Okay, well, let's guard
Let's
it. then.
let's try and put it on this line.
Yeah, I agree. You just want to maybe cover a bit of this so that maybe he has to throw
You
this
want to put
turn.
it right here,
Yeah.
right on this dark spot.
Okay.
How do we
Then
get
he
there?
probably throws the hit. No.
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to take away. If we put it right on that spot.
Okay.
How do we get there?
Well, you can throw either turn.
Right there.
So Mike's decided the easiest shot for Kevin is to come down this green or orange line, yellow onto yellow, tap it in for one. So he's going to try to take that away. And he's going to try to get the guard over far enough that it might stop this hit and roll
Best chance to steal.
to score for
If we put the
Kevin
guard
Cooey.
right in between those two.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
agree.
the third
Right.
option
Then
that
he's
would
probably
be
gotta play
left
this
is the
in
draw on
terms
the other side of the sheet for Kevin Cooey.
Oh.
And he's just saying that's a very difficult spot to figure out.
The
Doesn't
intern.
want to play that.
Yeah.
They're second, right?
Yeah, they're 1-2.
You can kind of guard both. That's a great angle. You can get the outside of the yellow and the inside of the red, and it's going to be a tough shot for Kevin. wider path than we've been the whole game.
Line's good.
Yeah, just halfway.
It's clean.
Probably her higher.
Yep, hit it a bit. Doesn't have to curl. Yeah, I might have to curl at the end.
How's the line?
Yeah, you gotta go a bit.
Final stone for Mike
Pretty
McEwen.
high.
Hard, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think so.
No, no.
He's got enough.
Yep.
No.
Whoa. Good shot.
I don't know why he wants to
curled.
sweep there.
Not by much, by 2 inches or so. But.
Well, Mike was trying to get that one to stop and not be brushed because it continued along that path where it was
We're
curving.
only
and
over curled by
left-
about 3 inches.
Yeah, left a little bit of a hit and roll.
I mean, he still has this draw.
Yeah, I wanted him to play it.
I had a bit more air.
He had to go out wider.
The only advantage for Kevin Coo is he played the shot a lot, so and he just threw it. So same shot. If he's a little heavy here, he can carry him off the red. But I think he's playing the straight draw to the side of the forefoot.
Yeah, this is the interesting spot, though, because as I said, in the 12-foot, it runs pretty
Clean.
straight.
Clean it. Whoa. No, never, never. Clean
Final
up.
stone.
No. Whoa. Off. No.
Oh, no, rub and roll.
Can't touch. Never. Warm it up,
Don't
Pat.
touch it.
All right, go.
Now,
Go, go,
round,
go, go.
roll,
Good
and
shot.
there it is. I tell you. He has made some absolutely terrific shots. In fact, we've seen as good a shot making in the first 5 as we've seen in the entire tournament so far. We go to the break, and it's 3-1 Cooey. Final day round robin play here at the 2012 Capital One Canada Cup from this wonderful facility, Mosaic Place in Moose Jaw. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
And on this Friday afternoon, a big game here as Kevin Cooey comes in with the record of 2-2. Mike McEwen at 4-0. He'll play tonight against Jeff Stoughton for first place and a spot in Sunday's final. And here in 6, it'll be McEwen.
Top 4.
He does have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
No, I don't think so. No. Still there, Carter. Still there. Still all there.
Okay,
easy.
Fifth end break. You can see the rock at the very back of our screen in the back of the 12-foot just hanging on. That was probably the first mistake from the Kevin Cooey team. Nolan Thiessen a little deep, and we see it so many times after that fifth end break. They chamois the ice with the big 6-foot broom to keep the frost from building up, and it just seems to warm the surface up a little bit, and the rocks glide that a little bit farther.
And it's a dramatic difference for the strategy. You think of the first half of the game and how well it went when Kevin Cooey got that first rock on the top 4. Corner guard goes up, and now with just one in a good spot and not guarded, Mike McEwen immediately utilizes that corner guard.
And Nolan's rocks were so good in the first couple of ends, it led to 2 steals in a row. So this is a good chance for McEwen with hammer.
Hard, real hard. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go hard. Pat. Gotta go.
Well, that's an oops, because that's a corner guard that's usable for McEwen. It still guards most of the 12-foot, so Matt can get in there buried to sit second and third shot. You don't worry about shot rock at the moment. Lots of time to get at that rock. Just keep stacking them in the wings.
What's fascinating is that when we look at the stats, it's all about degree of difficulty. Because Carter, or Nolan Thiessen, I should say, excuse me, was perfect in the first few ends. Carter Rycroft was throwing guards. Just put the right rotation on it, and he was going to make it. Now Carter's playing a rock. He has to hit it and roll right across about 15 feet of ice. He didn't quite hit it a little thick, didn't make it. And now they're going to be making tougher and tougher shots as this end goes along.
Okay. Not diving in there anymore.
Now that one didn't curl, so we will keep an eye on things. Usually more at the 8th end time period, we see it straighten out a little bit, standard for arena ice. This would be a little early for that to happen.
You often talk as well, Russ, about what the ice makers do at the break, and a little bit of the chamois as well.
Yeah, it just seems to, it's amazing. If you go over it enough, it seems to speed it up for whatever reason. But you could make a living on betting that the lead will throw the first rock heavy. It's amazing how many times that happens.
You like this?
Sure. I think it's too early for that.
I like it.
Yeah, I would agree. You
think so?
Yeah. If he wants to play a double, we can maybe go back around.
Okay.
Bump!
Part of what you do is not necessarily what you really want to do, but it's dictated by the house and the position of the stones in the house. With Kevin Cooing sticking on the edge of the 8-foot there's not as much room for Mike to work with, as well as rock is partly exposed. So he's decided at this stage to try and hit shot rock and roll to sit 2.
Hard! Whoa! Yes! Hard! Yep.
Good shot. It's good.
Didn't sit 2, but he did the next best thing. It's right behind the yellow one,
Double there?
creating a little tougher shot for the Cooey team again.
Knows that one and sit second.
Okay.
Sit 2.
Remember Kevin's hack
We're
weight
second.
Here? Yeah.
You like here?
Yeah.
What do you have?
No. I don't mind board even.
Just board weight.
We know this rock curls hard, this spot curls hard, but the last comer on didn't. So a little bit of doubt here now.
Whoa. Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Any roll?
Off. No roll. No. Sit.
Good.
Good shot. Absolutely no yellow double.
Take the roll.
Over on Sheedy, again, these teams at 3 losses all facing the same challenge. You have to stay there. And Chelsea Carey from Winnipeg, final stone, Kathy.
Well, she made a great one on her first one. She buried completely, and so Sherry Middaugh removed the second shot stone so that would minimize her chances of multiple points. But this does allow the open opportunity for a draw for 2.
There's the shot stone in the 4-foot. There's the second point. And Carey takes a 5-4 lead.
I thought that was a lot heavier than that.
It's pretty good.
Chelsea Carey, remember, was last year's runner-up, had that wonderful run, and then lost the final to Jennifer Jones.
Other way a hair. Is that an easy double?
Yeah, it's a pretty easy double.
Then if he makes that, we can go back.
Then we got one back.
Control.
Okay.
When you're trying to learn to skip, this is what you have to be able to do. You have to see the picture in your mind. Pat's being asked for a hit. But it's so important where the shooter lands, and you have to plan ahead. So yes, certain places this rock rolls to will leave a double, but you want to think through to the next shot, and the double would be left for Kevin then. So it's important to know your angles and see how this will all pan out.
It's in that spot that could run if you're outside the line, and it could curl if you hook it a bit once it crosses the line.
Hard. 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 Real hard, guys. Hard. Roll it anything, Carter.
Hard.
Yep.
Go.
Go.
Good brush. Roll over there, BJ.
Yeah.
We don't have a double back.
I don't know if you need.
The quarter.
Less than half.
Yeah, it's less
When
than half.
you come down and play this double, you'd love to make the double, but it's just as good a shot to miss it thick and roll over in this area somewhere. When Cooey hits it, there'll be a double the next time. Hang around with this shot. Don't go crazy trying to make the double. If you miss it thin, you roll right out of the rings. Cooey hits the red one, sits 3. hang around here.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. Larders at St. Andrews is the course.
Whoa. Whoa.
DJ is the pro. Got one. Good. Go across and
go,
a little more. And
Yeah,
he'll push it to the back edge to sit 2.
Good shot.
McEwen does have the hammer. He has the last rock here in 6.
Beautiful double.
Watch that guy.
That's a little messier than
double's too
Kevin
tough for
wanted
them.
because they didn't get the roll on the last shot to the position they wanted. So the angle for the double isn't really there. They have to watch 2 jams at the back of the house.
Yeah. Mike, this was Mike's. Mike's in the first. Second, whatever. Second end.
Looking for a hit and roll.
What's that, board weight?
Good board, I'm thinking.
Keeping you busy, Kathy. Let's go over now. Gushue and Epping in a 2-2 tie as they play in 6. Brad Gushue with, okay. So you do better. Go ahead.
Okay, then. Brad had an opportunity on his first one to make a double. That would have minimized stones, but he jammed. And so line 3, there is nothing but the draw here. You could play the hit, I suppose, but the draw is the shot. And it's made.
For the single, a 3-2 lead. Thanks, Kathy. You know, and I was just thinking.
Hard for the roll, like throw it hard and roll all the way over.
Up until, and we even heard the interview, Kevin Cooey say, you know, the game we had, McEwen chasing us, and really in doing that, they were taking McEwen maybe out of his game. And there seems to be a different feeling right now in this McEwen team that they're getting back into a bit of a rhythm, a kind of style that they like to play.
Well, I think the last end for McEwen started to show what they can do. They got it complicated as they wished. They weren't chasing anymore, and they made a lot of great shots. So you're right. I think the momentum is coming back. No matter what the scoreboard says, I think the McEwen team is coming on.
I don't know, all the way over. Okay.
We talk about throwing the appropriate rate for the shot.
Like
he wants to roll a long way, so he's going to throw a lot of weight here. Just hit it a hair off center with the big weight. He can roll right over towards that other yellow one.
All right, let's take this, Mike. I think I'll get a little bit of finish here.
You don't think there's going to be a jam here?
Well, that's why he's throwing the weight. He wants to hit it thicker and roll farther because of the weight. If he threw like a hack weight, I think the jam is a possibility, Vic. Because to roll far enough, you'd have to hit it thinner, then the jam would be on.
Yep.
Oh. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Yep. Whoa, no.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Just a little roll.
McEwen in his first.
Hard, Denny. Hard.
Oh, okay. He's left them there now. It's a double there for Cooey.
Yes, it is. It's not simple, but it's definitely there.
That was a poor effort.
See that rock at the very back, the one, the nibbler at the back on the center line. It could come into play here, too. If Kevin hits the second red one thick, it could redirect back on there and hang in the rings.
That didn't grow. Whoa! Yep.
Kevin works for Talisman Energy.
Hard!
One and off. There's the catcher, and he gets away with it. All right, quickly over to Shide as Heather Netto, the reigning Canadian champion, plays her last, Kathy.
Well, she's facing 2. Crystal Webster made a triple on her first stone, which really got her out of a lot of trouble.
Hard! Okay, you're good. Stay with it. Yep.
Just to the nose.
And that'll do for the single point. Netowin. Webster, Crystal Webster from Calgary, continues to lead again. The all-important 3 losses for Webster so far.
Beautiful double by Cooey there, and it almost jammed at the back. He had to get it just right. He's one of the best with that big weight stuff.
So it looked for a long time that Mike McEwen would be setting up his deuce. Just one left in the house that he's going to pick out.
Sherry Anderson missed one wide in this exact same spot yesterday.
Whoa.
Clean. No.
No, don't clean.
Going where no stone has gone before.
There it is.
Dear.
Oh, man.
A gift. Cooey gets one. Well, here's your chance to be part of the Dominion All-Star Curling Skins game. Your chance to vote for your favorite skip, lead, second, and third. The top 4 male curlers at each position will get a spot at the Dominion All-Star Curling Skins game presented by Pinty's, January 19 and 20 at Casino Rama. Plus, just by voting, you're automatically entered to win a great prize. Cast your vote today and do it by December the 10th at tsn.ca/curling. We welcome you back.
In a room. 5, 6.
So that miss.
Just let it curl in. So
Not saying if we have to.
5.
I know they say it's better to give than receive, but that's not what McEwen wanted to do there.
I thought he took way too much ice. Russ picked out that it was a straight spot, and he really whipped it down there. There was no way it was coming back once he flared it a bit wide.
Huge mistake there. They played such a great end and some soft hit and rolls and maneuvered the rocks. If it wasn't for the wonderful double by Kevin, it would have been a free draw for 2, and all of a sudden it's a steal. And I think McEwen was, sometimes you feel like you've got the deuce of the whole 15 minutes of the end, and all of a sudden it's a steal, and that's a big blow to his team.
Running out of ice. It's there. It's good. It's there.
Hey,
good. Good throw. No. Maybe not now.
clean. Yep.
I rocked it a little. The little weevil wobble there.
Oh, did it? Like tapping this? Okay. Yeah, sure.
I don't mind the tap.
Nah, he runs that.
I don't like that.
Play a tap.
Those two yellow stones are once again positioned in a nice spot in front of the tee line. And on a good day, not every day for Kevin Cooey lately, but on a good day, you know, the Kevin Cooey team can really peel off the guard so effectively.
Becky.
So it can be really frustrating to be faced with this position of being
Back
down
12.
for 3 points and now trying to manufacture something. These tap backs are nice. They're a good plan, but quite often, if the corner guard is peeled, you're going to see some rocks fly, and it's hard to generate the extra point.
Wow. It's going to bounce off here, too, I think.
Ooh, that unbelievable. Didn't come in. That's a straight rock. It's just, I got to give way less on that. Yeah, sure.
Like here. This will curl nice for you, Carter. Just board.
I like board.
Like Linda said, they normally peel a guard, but that's not a great guard, I think, is part of the problem. And there's a bit of a pocket here. So Carter's going to try to take that away by hitting and rolling right to the button.
The rock is wide open. There's no angle. The tap freeze was not accomplished.
Whoa.
Anything inside?
Good throw, no.
Good throw.
Yeah, just sweep it. Yeah, just sweep it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Here we go, Matty. You want the bump?
Yep. Heavy bump.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa.
Stays pretty straight
Yep.
here.
Yes. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Hard,
whoa,
BJ,
whoa,
go.
whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Either the hair off center, maybe even dead on will do the trick, and that keeps the yellow rock and the button buried.
Pardon me? Okay, 85.90.
Over on sheet E, Kathy, that's 1-2 red. Those belong to Chelsea Carey, so that's what's facing Sherry Madon with her last.
Well, Sherry tried the freeze on her first one, made a pretty good shot, but there was some separation, so Chelsea was able to remove the stone. Lost the shooter with it, but still does lie 2, and so this is essentially the same shot that Sherry made on her first.
Looking to tie. It's Pat Simmons.
No line, no backing.
Had to overrule on that one there, shooter.
Uh-oh.
Just freeze the center one.
For the single for Madon. Again, the importance of the game for both teams.
Okay.
They're both for 3 losses.
Then you go here.
That's a little worried.
Okay. Let's make the double.
Hey, Beach, here we go.
Yep. Hard.
Hard, 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 hard.
Hard.
Right up.
Runs it straight back, jams it, stuffs it, leaves it right on the pin.
Okay.
Remember now, it's McEwen with the last rock. He has the hammer here in
Let's
7.
try and stick it over here.
But Cooey
You
sits
saw
one.
what that did? Take it here.
Yeah.
Kind of wait.
Control.
This end is just another one of those where there isn't the precision from the McEwen team. They're not getting the rocks in the right spot. That double wasn't made. So for Pat, it's a very simple shot. Once again, a hit, a little hit and roll. Lots of options, and there is not much danger at this stage.
No, not at all. They haven't had too many tough ones. You'd be tempted to guard this, but with so much curl both directions and playing such a good team, you look at the scoreboard, you're 3 up. This is absolutely the smart play.
Stay close. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Off.
Trying to hang around.
Whoa.
Off.
Whoa.
Good shot.
Shot.
Okay.
What they were hoping is maybe to roll a little less. They're trying to take away the use of that corner guard.
Top B for height.
I also don't mind this. Like, even if you can't kill the guard, it's not.
Sorry, coach. Speed should be okay here, eh?
Yeah.
So they're going to try and angle freeze that yellow stone and utilize that corner guard.
Room. Room.
Line's pretty good.
Room, just for weight.
Just for line. Line's good.
Just for weight.
Getting tight. Yep.
Line only.
Hard.
That's really curling now.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
Very, very, very nice.
That's a pretty
Great
small
shot, Beach.
area,
Probably
and
got
that
it.
is exactly where it needed to be.
Good shot,
We
B.
talked about Kevin Martin's struggles, and are they slipping a little bit?
Is
It
that
might be
goal?
the exact opposite. The rest of
Can I
these
ever double
young
jam?
teams coming up are so good
I
now.
can this way, right? For sure.
Some great shots in this game.
Huh? Over here? It's looking like 2 to me.
There or
this.
tight guard. I kind of like a tight guard. That's what I was thinking first. But.
Timeout.
Timeout.
So the teams are given 2
Timeout.
90-second timeouts as they play
Timeout.
thinking
All
time now, not running time.
I think there's only 2 choices. See what they say.
I think.
Tight guard or go to the open side.
I
Sit
see
2.
This or
the guard
this?
or that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Which one do you like better?
Well, I mean, if you can make a good guard, that's probably best.
Yeah. We've thrown lots of guards, right?
Just not on center line.
I mean, you can't come in that he can ever
Then he blasts
roll.
over there.
No, he doesn't. He just, if he can roll in over there.
Yeah.
No.
Like, you go here, he's freezing to one of them, right? And then blasts, and then he knows it's for 2.
Saying if you go here,
If we go
he
there, he's
freezes,
freezing.
we blast, and then he gets 2.
Easy.
Well, he's good chance he's getting 2 anyways. Right now,
Well, that's
right?
why this is the guard, like you said, is the best shot if you can
I
make
think
it.
so.
Right there.
Do you feel comfortable with getting there? So you saw my freeze to about here, right? This line.
Yeah, I like this out turn where I played that one to the top 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Kevin cannot get that red one out unless he plays the run back, which is a little dangerous. He's 3 points up. You normally don't guard in this situation. You try to get rid of the red rock, but you can't. So he has 2 choices. He can sit 2 side by side, so there's no double, or he can guard this one. And if he's going to put any pressure on Mike's team, is a perfect guard here. Nice tight guard. A long guard's no good because of the big curl. So, but if the guard slips into the rings, that's a problem too. So just throw what they call
that draw you threw
a
the
3.
other end here that just finished top 8 there, hey?
Yep. Yep.
Just short of the rings.
Three. 2.5.
Hair tight.
Hard early.
Mine's a hair tight.
Hard early. Hold it. You
Hard
can hold
early.
it.
3.
Just clean. Just clean.
Not
Stay
bad.
with it.
It's all there for weight.
Stay
Not
with
bad.
it for line.
Clean.
Whoa.
No, off.
Real tight.
Clean
Real
it.
tight.
Off.
Real
Whoa,
tight.
No. Doesn't need to curl. Whoa.
They were trying to manage that rock. It was a little bit inside, I think, on release, and so managing it with brushing is to try and brush it early, hold the line, but you have to be careful then you get off of it, because you carry it too far, it will over curl. So it's close to being the right spot, over curled a touch.
Just edge.
Beautiful guard.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
want to be frozen.
Yeah,
I want to be right there.
Could do that too, it'd be good.
It's probably the shot. We can leave that.
He goes here.
Does he draw a side 4-foot then if you do that?
Yeah, he tries to go here.
If we're here.
Yeah, I think so.
You think you can move it?
I don't know if that's any good, and then he freezes it.
I probably...
If you could just punch it out a bit so you can see it on this side, you know?
Well, I'm going to flip out, though.
You think so? Yeah, okay.
We got to go right here. Just edge on edge.
Where's off that one too, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
The shot they have to worry about if you're Kevin Cooey is this rock here. I think there's a chance later with Mike's last shot he can redirect here. The red one sticks.
Even if I make it out here.
Cross here. Take that out.
We could play this.
They're talking about it now.
I think I like leaving that.
Yeah.
Incredibly hard shot, but the way these guys are throwing.
So that means wherever you put this draw, it cannot be in the way of that shot
Right.
if you're kind of lining it up. So you may be wondering why he doesn't talk freeze. It's to leave an opening, make this usable, there's that in-off, and then, of course, see what Kevin does.
So if this is half open, Kevin has to guard it or they'll raise it. If this, let's say this is top 8 foot.
Just an inch buried.
Kevin Cooey has to guard it, and then you might see Mike try that in-off for a potential 3 points.
Yeah, which means Kevin actually might not guard. He actually might draw in to try and get at least second shot.
You know, you were talking earlier, Russ, about McEwen and the hard luck and the similarities between him and Kevin Cooey. You remember Kevin Cooey was the hard luck guy for so many years and pounding his head against the wall that they called Kevin Martin and Randy Furby. Right, and McEwen in Manitoba.
Clean it. Yep.
With
Hard
Stoughton,
line.
of course.
Definitely
Yes.
moving.
Yeah.
Hard line.
Burtnick.
Gotta go for line.
Robbie Fowler got him last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, and now tonight, of course, that will be our featured match when he takes on McEwen, takes on Stoughton. But it's only a matter of time that people think he will eventually represent the
I
province.
made a really quick move.
Yeah, I thought you had more weight out of your hand.
I think
right there, like an inch.
Is there any space?
Yeah,
quite a bit.
There's 2 feet.
I don't think they can make that now. They made that too good. They buried it so well they can't come around, tap it out, tap the yellow out.
I got to guard. I got to guard. Take both these away, right? I think he plays that.
Oh yeah, if you guard this one, he's going to play that for sure. You take both.
I mean, I can probably take both away.
Yeah.
Like if I got it right here.
Yeah.
This is hard.
And I don't see you putting.
What do you guys like?
I don't see you putting.
I think he's playing the out-turn tap or the double.
Oh.
Leaving the out-turn tap? Is that
You
what
think
you're
that's
saying?
there?
He's only got to move it.
Just for two, you mean? I'd hate to try and go here and run.
3-2, Crystal Webster leads, but there's that red stone right on the lid, Kathy, and that belongs to the reigning Canadian champion, Heather Netherwin.
And that was the stone just thrown by Heather. You see that little red patch back there. That yellow stone was the first stone of Crystal Webster's. She was shot, and it was a good shot, but it was deep, and that allowed Heather to come on top. And so now she's trying to tick this stone, try to find a way to get to the 4-foot. It's really tough because of where her stone is.
If there's enough room, she'll almost have to shoot it sideways.
You bet.
Just a little tick sideways. Oh, did she move it far enough? Great, great try.
Draw back here somewhere.
Wow.
That was close. Great attempt one way or the other.
Aaron Carmody. They're going to measure around the edge of the button, and we'll let you know.
Yeah, if you hit the red, it's disaster.
Okay. Try and get her there. Okay, yeah.
Just hope it doesn't.
Wow.
Whatever. That's only for two.
Yeah.
Edge of the button.
So they're taking away the in-off?
Yeah,
Is that what
exactly.
he's doing?
He's, you know, you
Or trying to.
on Wednesday night you'd leave this shot, Vic, for your opponent, but
edge on edge.
You might.
You bet you would. You'd leave an open draw to the rings. Come on.
We got to get him out of that league.
Just hit their paint. Okay.
But it's, you know, I think Mike McEwen could make it. Potentially for 3 if he made it. So
that's a dangerous spot.
Yeah,
There's a possibility you could come by and make the tap directly on the yellow. That would be for 2 because there's no way you can tap it far enough for 3.
It's just the 2.
Hard then.
Okay. Hard.
You sure?
Where are ya? 2.5.
Okay, switch. Go.
Hard.
Just past the red. Just past.
We're not past the red. Past it. We're not past
Brad
it.
Gushu
Whoa, then.
is sitting 1. My goodness,
Yep.
and it is
Yes.
buried. Big shot here, John Epping.
It's the redirect.
In off that one, coming across. Get that one, sure do.
Shot.
Gosh, we've been treated to some wonderful shots on this Friday afternoon here in Moose Jaw. Great stuff.
A bit thinner than you think.
It's probably right there.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite mission accomplished with that
It's
guy.
probably
They were trying to get
just
it by
inside
the
the
red stone, and Kevin Cooey comes up a little short. So he takes away the in-off, but there is a very difficult angle, raising the guard in.
Yeah.
Out here somewhere.
I guess throw just nice peel.
Peel. Yeah. You want to? Yeah. Make sure. Throw peel.
Never safe against these top teams.
Make a hair more. Looks about right.
Okay.
Okay.
A little less than half. Wow. It's there.
Okay, Mikey, let's make this. Okay, Mike, looks cool.
These are really tough to call for BJ too. You're looking at a long distance sideways to make this call.
Remember he flashed one out this wide last end. We know it runs poker straight here.
So final stone.
Whoa. No. Whoa. No.
Trying to
No.
angle it back.
No.
Get shot stone.
No, come on.
Come up, and it won't come up. And it'll be a steal of one more. Kevin Cooey.
Okay.
Wonderful facility. Mosaic Place, home of the Moose Jaw Warriors. Just opened a year ago, August. Seats 4,500. And the a team gets great support. They have a season ticket base of 3,200 people here in Moose Jaw. So we welcome you back.
Good.
Kevin Cooey just
shot
stealing his way through this one, leading 5-1. Has stolen 3 of those 5 points.
And Mike's had some hard shots. The steal in the third, and Mike made a world-class shot just to give him one. As I'm sure Mike's percentage is very low, but they've all been difficult.
Yeah, really, the only one you want back is the attempted blank that you flashed. That was the one that was a problem. The rest of them, it's been pretty complicated.
Throw on this.
Yeah.
All right.
Chelsea Carey, 1, 2. Looks like a draw for 3.
Well, it is for sure. Chelsea made a very nice shot on her first one, hit and rolled, and on Sherry Madaw's final stone, she was trying to bury but ticked a guard, and so that allows this opportunity for 3 and a huge lead late in this game.
You betcha, and again, that's the 2 3-loss teams.
You'd almost forgotten about Chelsea's record, losing the first 3.
Well, she's playing much better this afternoon, Russ.
There you go, 3 for Chelsea Carey.
Yep. Clean. Clean easy.
Whoa. Off for a second. Off.
Carter Rycroft.
Never in doubt of making the peel. They just keep an eye on those ones in the forefoot.
One more.
They want to ricochet and rearrange them in a way that's unsatisfactory, so they make the straight peel.
Back 12.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's
Yep. Yep.
Line's fine.
Back 12.
Lots of weight.
Lots. Okay.
Lots of weight.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay.
A little tap back.
I'd like it to curl a little more. Okay. It's pretty good. Good.
Real straight pick, or you want to catch the back? Yeah,
right on the nose.
You carry him around in a wheelbarrow.
Oh, we could do that too. Yeah.
LT, could be some bad stuff happen there, can't there?
Yeah.
I like this call. You're 4 up. McEwen threw that corner guard there for a reason. If you're not sure in your strategy, think about what the other guy's up to. And McEwen wants to get the play around that corner guard. So peel this out, draw the play into the rings, and with such a good hitting team like Cooey, you'll probably have a double at some point in time.
Took a quick look at whether or not he could run the guard into the one in the house, but you also heard the words from the hack. Bad things could happen with that one, so it's a straight peel.
Grant Simmons will run off the guard.
Said if you carry him around in a wheelbarrow, you could throw.
Swan him. Just bump it 3 inches.
I didn't hear what he said.
Bump it 3 inches. Get the inside of it.
T-line, basically.
Late?
Yeah, you're late.
I think you can hit it a bit.
Line's good. Just
Line's
T.
good.
T's good.
Yep.
Back T.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa for line.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hard.
Line's good.
Hard. You gotta go.
Easy, guys. Wait only. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Nice shot. Very nice
Beautiful shot.
Good boy, Beach.
Tap
He
at
rips
3
it.
inches, he did.
We can freeze right on top of it
Very
again.
nice.
You know,
Maybe he can't get it out.
It's either this one or this one.
Yes. Yes.
the way that
turn.
McEwen is playing, and some of the shots we're seeing, it's hard to believe he's down 5-1. I guess it's just that one shot at the wrong moment.
Yeah, he's had a couple tough ones. He tried the hero shot for 3 last end, and they got into big trouble in the third end. But you're right, it's been an incredibly well-curled game for a team that scored 1 point.
The other thing, too, is, Linda, you have to give credit, too, to to Cooey and the team. They've put their stones in the spot to make those shots more difficult.
Yeah,
right?
they really have been the one to put the pressure on instead of the way we thought it would be with Mike McEwen trying to keep rocks in play and pressuring Cooey.
Hard! Real hard! Hard! Go!
Wow, they wanted to make contact with the stack in the forefoot. Pick the red side or the yellow, but move them around, and he didn't get anything.
Slightly on this side. Slightly on the center line side.
Or do you think you can get around everything?
No, I like...
Freeze right on top. That would be great.
So, I mean, if you can get back 12, you can't get it. It's an option.
Try, eh? You're not gonna.
You know what I'm saying? If you can get here,
you never know.
He has no angle on it.
It's not bad, I guess.
You can try it.
I mean, either or is tough.
Hate to throw it through the house.
I love that call
I
back,
think this is the only
if he
way
can
we
do
get
it.
3, but...
Okay, let's do it then.
Theory being it's buried.
Now, do you think
the yellow ones can't be raised onto the back one.
the same speed?
The red one can't be removed because it's in such a good position.
But, like, same speed.
Yeah.
Tough shot,
I
though.
think the speed will be the same out here. The paths, you mean? Yeah, I think so. You need, 5 feet more weight.
You could play the freeze on the red one that's already in front of the 2 yellows. Quite often what we see is there's such respect for the upright ability of someone like Kevin Cooey. They don't want to put them in the wrong spot, so they're looking for a way that there's no possibility that Kevin can get rid of this.
Hard line. No.
Line's terrible.
This one's light.
It's going sideways.
Plan B, back to the original call.
Right.
It's not going to get by, so freeze it on the top of that red one.
It's going crazy. No. Yep. No.
Wow. For the shot they weren't playing, it worked out pretty well.
You're right. That's great.
I don't know if it picked or...
That's where you say nice
Grabbed
shot
a
and you
little bit, I
smile,
guess.
and then the judge will give you 4 points for the perfect throw.
Statistician won't know a thing.
I didn't think he had a whole lot more weight.
Grabbed something early. It wasn't a bad throw. Just caught something.
What's sideways?
Linda, let's take a look at some of the player numbers.
Well, Kevin Cooey has definitely had an improved game, especially that hit game that had been such a struggle for him. 83%. Now, Mike McEwen low on hits, but he's had some very difficult shots. Yes, he missed a blank and some of the hits he could have made, but there have been some really tough ones.
The player numbers brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Yes!
Little hack waiter.
Yes!
Whoa! Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He springs everything, gets rid of the backing, but gets rid of none of the McEwen stones, and they are separated now.
Nice to be a hair higher.
Kevin liked that one back. He obviously had the desired weight, but just a little tight on the broom. Cut it way too thick. Couldn't spring that out of the rings. It was there to hit it if you hit it thinner.
And that is what he was doing when he wasn't throwing them well. He was playing on release. That one he was inside.
7's great. Even 7, yeah, 7's really good.
Wow. Suddenly you're setting yourself up for a possible 3 spot here. You spread it out nicely. Is he going to go to the other side?
Yeah, absolutely. Just right over to the edge of the 12.
PG3 or 1, Mike. So. But this one's really good. I've been in practice twice. It's a good
special one. What a turnaround this would be.
Wow. Well, my last shot's a free draw, so.
Okay, let's make this real good, Mike.
Let's get over there.
Keep battling.
Still get to the 12-foot, right?
I think so. Yeah, my guards are getting out there, right?
As far as
You love to hang this right on the edge, have good separation, but you have to put it in the rings, and we've seen a lot of the games where these have overcurled and missed the paint.
Just above the tee.
We saw a beautiful shot by John Epping, and Epping is sitting 1, 2, and maybe even 3 around the edge of the 8-foot final stone. Brad Goujiu.
Well, in Brad's first one, he had the opportunity to freeze, but he came short. And so John, through a centerline guard, was actually trying to guard it by being in the 8-foot to make this shot that much tougher. This is a draw.
Single here would tie it through 8.
Not going to have much backing here. Yeah, you're coming down to it. Yep, can't hurt it. Hurt.
For the single for Brad Gushue. Still looking to win his first.
All right. Just lost it a bit as it curled way over to the fresh pebble. It died a little wee bit, and with Kevin's ability, there is a double.
So. One more rock. Yeah.
We'll take a look at this release. The problems were he wasn't trusting the broom, and that's when he started to play with the handle. Just have to let this one go cleanly. It will run very straight.
If he hits the side of the shot rock, it will go towards that third one and maybe get real lucky, get them all.
So the final stone. He's facing 3 here. Remember, McEwen does have last rock.
Off! Right off!
No.
Like hard, easy.
Yeah, this is that spot that holds.
Nice battle.
What a turnaround.
Yeah.
Two missed shots. His first one didn't spring the stones. Got rid of all the backing, and there he misses the double.
Okay, Mikey, here we go.
Now, if you're McEwen, you've got to take advantage.
Whoa.
Little back though.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard. Right up.
Gotta go. We're good.
Gotta go, guys. You gotta go.
And there it is. Put 3 on the board for Mike McEwen here in the 8th. Suddenly it's a 1-point game. Boy, he's played so well. The team has played so well. But 2 missed shots, and what a turnaround to 3. It literally jumps off the board for Mike McEwen. And so here we go to the 9th, and it will be another handle change. We've seen a lot of this these particular 3 days. For whatever reason, we've seen more problem handles in this event, I think, than we've seen in many of the longer 8- and 9-day events.
It's sort of a miraculous thing, though, when you think about it. You put all that circuitry under a handle so you get a hog line call, and then the rocks crash around. So the fact that it actually lasts as long as it does is maybe a bit of a miracle.
Just a reminder, we'll wrap up the round-robin portion of this Canada Cup tonight at 8 Eastern Time, and it will be Mike McEwen against Jeff Stoughton. And this will be for first place and a bye to Sunday's final. So a big game is on tap tonight in the final round-robin draw at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here at Mosaic Place. Handle's been switched, and here we go in the 8th. 5-4 Cooey, and he does have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Shot. It's good.
Well, that's the part about it you have to remember when you look at that scoreboard and you look at that 3, the dreadful 3 for Kevin Cooey. However, you're still ahead and you have the hammer playing 9, so it's not all a bad thing.
Top 4.
Mike McEwen has to put the pressure on, so he puts the first rock out in front.
Get in there, top 4.
Don't worry about the line. Just
You heard Kevin say, don't worry about the line. Normally you want this buried, but not with this situation. One up with the hammer. You want this in front of the tee line. Doesn't have to be buried because Mike McEwen is not going to hit it. I think you'll see Mike throw a second guard. Take full advantage at the free guard zone. Trying to get some shrapnel out in front there to make Kevin Cooey's last shot hard.
It's nice.
let this one curl. Let this one curl.
This is heavy.
Mine's good.
This is heavy.
Heavy?
Yep. Can't be in the rings unless it's buried because
Jesus, almost in.
Cooey can hit it.
It's trying.
Oh, no.
It's not in.
Okay.
Shot. Late finish. Just stops short.
A little more over here still, eh, boys?
Yeah.
Always I find this interesting, only because it's where you place the guards and why you do things that you do.
Should be real close, guys.
The three-guard zone.
Line's fine.
I know it's McEwen, and I know he's trailing, and he doesn't have last rock, but why do you want to line up those center guards?
Well, because you know what Cooey's going to do. He's going to try to run those out of they open it up and have a shot on his own. If they're lined straight up, you run it back to get the second one, your shooter's going to stay.
Okay, quickly, I'm sorry to leave you such little time, Kathy.
Not a problem for Sherry Madaj. She made a freeze on her first one. Chelsea, in the attempt to blast it out, jammed. And so this is the tap back for 2.
There it is. Nice shot. Important game for both those teams at 3 losses.
The house is wide open.
Back 4.
So finish your thought that where those stones are. I mean, you would, from a club standpoint, I'm spreading my guards out. But I understand you don't have the hammer.
Right. So it's all about junking up that front area. The only way you're going to get a world-class player to miss is so you can only see part of a rock or aim at a very small piece of real estate. So this is the money spot in the middle there. They want to keep them lined up. Any angle at all, the Cooey team will double them off and roll out of play.
Yep. It's always the interesting thing nowadays anyways with the free guard zone rule and the way people play, whether or not someone like Kevin Cooey wants to try ticks on those center guards and keep it open, or go in, and he's gone in twice. So now he has to start to clean it up.
Yep. Real hard. Okay. Gee.
One of the factors as we see Carter miss the double peel, just gets one, is that center line, and whether or not it's still a little bit high, they seem to be still struggling with throwing rocks down that center line and not getting some extra curl.
We've mentioned that all week, haven't we? It's been a little high in the middle.
Pretty easy.
Taking a hair too much ice in some of those.
Okay, throw guard.
Yeah, I thought yesterday the ice maker had done his best to bring it up on the side.
Oh, you're right.
And we were seeing shots being made on the outside, right? But I guess what you're saying is there's still a bit of a fall once it falls off the hill, basically?
Well, we're making it sound a little bit like it's somebody's roof. It's not quite that slope,
right.
but it at this level, like Carter missed that by maybe, an inch? 3/4 of an inch. So they're just running that little bit straighter with the big weight on those outside in shots.
And once it gets to center curls, but we still see the same tendency because you think of the outside hits that are being missed on the wide side.
Right.
That's a little bit because the outside is still straighter, maybe a little lower.
Yeah. You might have to make a decision. What if he just froze? What if he just froze this top one?
There's a slight angle here. You might see Carter take it on, try to get both reds.
Nolan. Yeah.
Don't touch it, and he does, but he leaves his shooter right there, dead on the center line.
That's exactly what we talked about. When they're lined up like that, it's hard to get both rocks plus roll your shooter.
Still get rid of the 2 reds. Shooter's a little farther out in front, obviously, with the exchange. And so Mike McEwen was having a chat.
Kick this here.
Let's call timeout.
Timeout.
Trying to figure out what they're going to do.
So they'll call a 90-second timeout, and this will bring
if you froze this,
Chris
I don't think that's that good. He just
Canadian
feels.
champion of 1992, is their coach. His 2 sons on this team.
If you could ever get to nose, this looks like it goes. I mean, maybe we don't want it to go. Maybe we just line everything up.
You could almost get to the inside of this and be like here.
Well, I mean, this keeps the force in play too, right?
It's pretty good.
We can get into a force situation by playing this. This goes, Chris.
You can. You can.
Tough. It's edge. We can get in a force situation with that. I mean, we could tap. I don't know if this is that good.
What have you moved it to here? It's not here.
I don't know.
What are you worried about?
But this isn't going to be very good
If he makes a
for
hit,
us.
he's going to hit and roll, right?
If we move this in line.
Could be. Okay, well, let's move this then. You like that?
Well,
we don't have a ton of time, so we got to make a decision.
We have almost 5 minutes for 4 rocks, Danny.
We have one on our end, though, BJ.
could you nose this beach? And actually move it out?
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's probably pretty good.
Let's play your original call.
Kind of wait.
Normal?
Yeah,
Firm normal?
good normal.
We're going to make the move in this because it looks like it's lined up, I think, Linda, to play the
Normal's
red on the
good.
yellow, make the double.
I think the interesting part of the conversation, and I'm
Good
not
normal.
sure they're still clear, is whether or not you're trying to force a single or you're trying to steal. And the scoreboard would allow either thinking, and so that means how aggressive do you get, how many rocks do you want to leave around, and when do you
Really
make
hard,
a move.
guys.
It looks like they're going to try and force by playing this,
Hard.
but they're not going to like this part of it.
Rip everything out, eh? Yes. They all go. Then he goes around the corner guard and forces us to one.
Spread these around.
Exactly, Carter's right. You could hit
Like-
half the red, everything goes out, but then McEwen goes around the corner guard. So.
Just about hack.
Hack.
Just.
Okay.
Just got to hit half a rock. Stay on the high side.
How much you want to hit?
Whatever. Half.
Okay.
Half. Even a little.
Well, it's a big game for
Thicker's okay.
Crystal Webster, of course, at 3 losses. But Heather Nedewin, if she could pick up a win here, would guarantee herself a playoff spot. Down 5-3 as she plays her last in the 9th, Kathy.
Well, they took a long time taking a look at whether she could make the hit and roll into the other side and maybe bring 2 into play. They called a timeout. Daryl Horn came out and ultimately decided that the safer shot, the smarter shot, was the draw, and that's what they're playing.
And so she needs a piece of the blue, a bit of the forefoot here. Big scrub, huge scrub.
Go more, guys.
Or can't rub it. Oh, and she does. And Webster will steal one more.
Well, last time I looked, they were Kevin Cooey was calling for hack.
Yeah, that was nowhere near.
Woo.
They were trying to spread the rocks around and make it so you could remove the red, but your yellows would not be removed because they don't want to be forced to just a single point.
Like to go.
Line's good.
Go if you need to. It's
Now
good.
it allows a
Hard
freeze
line.
tap for
Hard
McEwen.
line.
Line's good.
Like to go.
Yeah.
Go.
Got to get it by. It's tight to that top yellow.
Hard. Go, go, go. Still got it. Go.
Oh,
How good is that?
what a great makeup shot that is for BJ Neufeld, who wanted to hide after his first
Stay here late.
took out the guard,
Yeah.
and now he,
Line was great.
with a great
Yeah,
help of Denny Neufeld and Matt Wozniak, slips it in and actually may have shot stone.
Go, go. Still got it. Go.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he
don't either.
does. Sure does.
Might not get another crack at this guy, though, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty socked in there.
Normal.
Okay.
They're looking at moving that front yellow. Is just the question, do you want to go directly at the red one in the forefoot or not? And the answer is yes. Want to try and move it around now.
I think if the yellow goes back red onto the back yellow, it will go out. But if it ticks that side yellow, it'll redirect onto the back yellow, and the red one will still be shot rock. Pretty precise raise here.
Hard.
Trying to get rid of the backing, make it more accessible if nothing else.
No.
Pat Simmons. Nothing from Rycroft. Thiessen. Oh, boy. Gets everything moving, but shot stone now still. Back edge of the button belongs to McEwen. Looking to steal here.
quite what Pat wanted, but it's a little better now. It's opened up, and Kevin's going to have a couple tries at getting rid of those reds.
Line's good.
Halfway.
Gushue and Epping.
Go then. Go then.
Hard to see what's behind.
There's a red stone belonging to Brad Gushue and another yellow.
Okay,
so he's
so
trying to
running
run
back.
it straight back.
Okay. In a 4-4 ties, they play 9. Boy, he's got a real trainer rocks to move. Oh, wow. John Epping.
Okay.
Soft pick, the handle starts spinning.
Yeah, that's hard, but it's probably there with a bit of weight. Can't hair that guy. That's bad. Nose, I mean, if I nose it, Eag's got to come move me and come off that guy for 3, or that guy. It's pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which turn looks easier to nose it? This way?
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, might need more
More
than
me. Turn probably looks easier.
Taking in there with Hack.
Yeah, that looks real good, Kev.
Sliver more.
So he's coming into the shot stone?
Yep, exactly. Could play that. I thought he might take a look at the red double, but
taps in an inch, I got that in off.
that long guard that Mike just threw is pretty useless. You know, if Kevin ever made this double, Mike would have to draw around the guard, and I'll bet you Kevin Cooey could get at it wherever he put it.
Pat, little less weight. Give me a bit of ice.
It is a hit to sit 2, though.
True.
Look good.
Yep. And he did think through what could happen on the next 2, so he's got that shot sequence in his mind.
Still Hack. Clean. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Never. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Boy, he's got to bend, though.
Right off.
Got to get off the stone top 8. Got to get off that one. Got to get off that one. Oh, it just does.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, lovely to push it back edge of the 8th.
Great shot.
By that other one.
You could nose it, I guess, but it'll be pretty easy for him to just nose that.
We have our first final and a first win for Kathy Overton Clapham, the 5-time Canadian champion. Make the final 4-3. Now 1-4, and Stephanie Lawton will finish round robin play at 5-1, and the next time we see her will be in Sunday's women's final.
And Kathy Overton made a great shot there. She picked one clean. She could only hit about an inch and a half out to get her deuce. And
it's got to go for weight. Just for weight.
You never know in curling. The 5-0 team loses to the 0-4 team. Go figure.
Go then. Hard. Line's good. Line's good. Only the
You need to tap the yellow if you want to have shot rock.
Yep.
Freeze it. Lock it on. Line's
Keep
fine.
If you don't care, then a freeze is great.
Has to curl.
And that's what they'll do.
So this is what Kevin Cooey was lining up before Mike went to throw. All the ways he could get at it if the freeze was made.
Good seat.
Is that max ice? Now we can't hit it too thin, eh?
Yeah.
Final stone. Right now, sitting 1.
Never.
Jeez.
Good try.
So it is 1 for Cooey. Here in 9. McEwen will have the last rock coming home, trailing by 2. Kevin Cooey comes in with a record of 2-2. And now he leads by 2.
Really good.
As we go to the 10th.
Line's good.
And it will be Mike McEwen
Hard looks
From
light.
the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg that does have the last rock. He has the hammer. Playing the Redstone.
Go. Attaboy. Good. Beauty.
Now the time is very tight. It's thinking time, and so when the rock is running down the ice, it is not running, but they don't have a lot of time to think because the clocks have run down. So you'll see very fast play as far as making decisions go. It's interesting, the lead in this game was built up by the Kui team making some great draws. In the last couple of ends, when they had the lead and Kui tried to then rearrange things by playing the up weight, it's back to the same problem. He seems to be taking too much ice for that up weight hit, and he hasn't been able to make them.
Whoa! Off! Off!
Might get his own yellow in the rings here.
Miss it. Okay.
Throwing Roxby almost before the Kui Rock stop, just to bank a little time here.
Well, this morning in draw 7 with Sherry Madon.
Don't tell me it's in.
It's close.
Her clock stopped with 4 seconds remaining.
You want it even with this?
It definitely impacts on your ability to make the shots correctly if you don't leave yourself time for your routine to set. And that one was supposed to be a guard, and that slides into the rings.
Sliding out while my rock hasn't stopped yet.
You see that a lot when you're rushing. You tend to throw it harder, right? You're in a hurry, and away you go. Your adrenaline's going. And you have to take that second and get back to that same routine.
Off.
Chance for a double here.
Off. Jeez.
Finish up right here.
One.
Just pounding our rocks.
Pick his own off the top of the 4-foot.
Guard that. Just guard. A high spine.
Carter's eliminated the good work done by Nolan Thiessen, and chance for the 2 here.
Halfway.
Gotta go hard when they're.
Does it have to curl?
Throwers are almost stepping on each other in the hack.
Yeah, it does. You gotta go.
Not very heavy, this one.
Everybody out now. BJ Neufeld is there. Denny Neufeld.
Go, Denny.
Mike McEwen.
That's good.
They just get it over.
Okay. No, stop.
I think if it hadn't guarded the one in the house, he might have gone after the one in the house because that long guard is not as effective. Just be worrying about a jam the way it's sitting.
Yep.
Please.
Checking in on Nedowen and Webster.
Just a chance to tie this here.
Unbelievably. She got them all separated.
She certainly did. They got a couple of beaks, got 2 buried. This is a hit for 3 and the tie.
Boy, they got to hold this for her, and they do. Oh, my goodness. 3, and the reigning Canadian champion will force an extra in. It'll be Crystal Webster that has the hammer in that extra.
I don't think it's going to curl enough. It's in this slower area. They're going to have to brush it to keep it alive. By brushing, it's going to stay straighter. Still hasn't crossed the center line here.
You're going, Denny.
Hard. Go, Denny. Go. Yeah, that's fine. Good shot. Pretty good.
Get the one in the paint.
The one in the paint.
Get the one in the paint.
What else you gonna do?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. It's a long guard.
This one is now wide open, unlike the last one where there was a chance of mishitting the one in the house.
Guard's gonna be in the way.
Well, are you sure, guys, about this? What would you do? That was my first thought, is just hit the one in the paint, but...
Okay. What do you throw it, Ward?
Yeah, control.
And this is a great win, disappointing loss for Sherry Madon. Madon loses. She goes to 2-4. Terrific for Chelsea Carey. Keeps herself alive. She's 2-3. Last year's runner-up.
Control. Whoa. Clean it. Clean. Yep.
Yes. Hard. Hard.
Real hard.
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 Hard. No roll.
Hard.
Whoa.
Yes. A little bit.
Good shot.
That's a shot.
Yeah. What depth is that? T-line?
Puppy.
Yeah, I think you have to go T.
Okay.
It's a little stickier here, Beach.
Just curious about the turn here again. They're going with the in-turn rather than with the out-turn. Any particular
Where
reason?
are you?
Well, I think they just played it, but I don't think it matters in this case because it'll curl. You can go around that guard real easy either way.
All right.
Puppy.
Just top
They're not worried about being shot rock here yet, Vic. They just want to hide and create a mistake out of the Kui team.
Whoa, it's coming out.
Okay. And curl it sure does.
I think I like what Kui did by hitting and sitting 2, Linda, because what's probably going to happen here is McEwen's going to have to make a double to sit 2, and those aren't always simple.
I liked it. I think just looking at the rock position, it was the right call at that moment.
Sort of easy.
Mike McEwen's going to have a chance.
You can normal.
He's going to have to make the shots too. No, won't be easy.
Clean.
Well, let's take a look at the game story so far, Linda.
First half of the game really belonged to Kevin Kui. Third end was fascinating, series of come-arounds, and Mike McEwen made an amazing raise to just give up 1 steal. But it was some interesting freezes, and 8 got Mike McEwen back in the game, and pretty close between the 2 skips. Kevin Kui coming back with a pretty good game.
The game story is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best.
A little bit, 2 minutes.
Has to play the double now. He can't guard it one more time because then Kevin Kui would just simply draw for 3 somewhere, and that'd be just about it. So he has to make this double hang around. It's there though. Little off center.
Whoa, whoa.
Easy.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
No, no.
Curl.
Roll that shooter, Denny.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. His nose.
Again, no finish on the outside in turn.
And he played it very quietly.
Yeah, really soft weight.
So this one will be interesting because you need about a nose hit. You can't roll to the outside or you won't be second shot, and we're back into this straight path.
Here's a chance maybe talk about team for a bit.
Seen much here?
You have to roll inside here, not outside, or it's a wide open hit for 2.
Take your time, Kev. You got lots.
Should come up a hair if we need it to, don't you guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh? Yeah. Thinking that's tight ice, if anything.
I think that's pretty good.
Good?
Yeah.
Control for sure. Clean.
Maybe up.
Yep. Clean it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Yes. Hard. You gotta go.
Kevin Kui, it's his last
Real
now.
hard. Whoa. Real hard. Whoa. Good.
Whoa.
Oh, right on.
Great shot.
The nose. And time. Second 90-second timeout.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Throw whatever weight.
I like this turn.
I think just nice normal is good.
So
should curl a bit.
Got 18 seconds left.
Basically right there.
An 8th.
Boy, that's thin.
This curl? Yeah, this curl.
Curl.
And we have
normal.
Another final.
Make a hair more.
And John Epping keeps himself alive as he beats Brad Gushue, make the final 6-4.
Hey guys.
So he's now will finish with a record of 3-3. Gushue still looking for win number 1, 0-5.
If Kui had played that a little safer, rolled to this area, it'd be a very simple double, and you can keep your shooter. Now, if you hit the outside of this, you're rolling out. So Mike has to play out turn, soft weight, tick that top yellow one to get it out of the rings, and hope that catcher at the back, it hits it dead on. So this is really hard.
Just has to almost touch it.
Yeah, and you always have to hit these thinner than you think. You get a good inch of this, it'll go right across the top of the face of that back one. So just skinny that top rock and redirect it on the back one.
4-2. to tie and force an extra. Final stone.
Hard.
Mike McEwen now trying to hold the line. Really, really, really thin. And will hit it too thick across the top. One more for Cooey. And with that, he'll pick up the win. And with that, he'll keep himself very much in the picture. Make the final 7-4.
That'll work on the old defense a little bit, I think.
As Cooey goes to 3-2, and McEwen will lose his first 4-1. So here we go. McEwen Stout, top of the table. They'll hook up tonight in our featured game. Howard, Cooey, Epping. He'll wait and see what happens. That's our featured game tonight at 8 Eastern Time. The winner will go right through to Sunday's men's final.